Hello everybody, this is the Fiery Joker, and today we are going to be playing some Tyranny of Dragons. Couple people running a wee bit late, but that's fine. Let's see. Trying to get the... Okay. So yeah, Jeremy is currently trying to extinguish an insect for the sister, so we'll just have to wait on him for a little bit. Lewtoons is also running a little late, but we do have Midnight Sonata.
Hello, it is I, your token female of this campaign.
Yeah, it's funny because we have more females in the Look at the Show campaign. We got two in the, what's it? What's the...
Female companionship, God! Why?
Yeah, we got two in Curse of Strahd, and you're the only female in this one.
Like, seriously, I would always follow my brother everywhere and do things that he would do, and I was usually the only girl. Just like my childhood. My entire childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? There.
There's... We have...
Just a sec.
Yeah, Jerry's trying to get his Discord fixed. Alright, just waiting on Lewtoons.
So where are you? It'd be like Beetlejuice where you call his name 3 times and he appears.
Lewtoons! Lewtoons! Lewtoons!
Actually happened, I would have died. Cause he did that one time when I think it was like we just started. We're like, we're waiting on Lewtoons. He's like, I'm right here, guys.
All right, but yeah, get that out, get this out. My DM screen right here. Lots of fun. Wow, the color change.
Sitting here, waiting for Lewtoons.
All right.
Waiting on a woman.
Come on. Where are ya?
And no.
Come on, he was like just here. Where is he?
No.
Okay. Okay, he hopped into roll 20, but still waiting on him to get into... Hop into the Discord voice chat, please. Wait.
Yo, sorry, I always forget that, like, sorry, my other group does, like, a chat invite. I always forget that this channel's just, like, always...
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just always here. All right, so we got everyone. So yes, unfortunately, that creepy reading could not make it due to personal reasons, but we are still going to continue on anyway. And
Die, pray for us.
Yep. So, now, just before we get things started, I'm going to need a confirmation from everyone that they are ready and willing. Midnight Sonata, are you ready?
Willing, on the other hand, I'm not willing to die, but yeah.
All right, Lewtoons, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Jeremy, are you ready?
Ready and rearing to go.
All right, let's get this party started.
You didn't forget about me, did ya?
All right. In the last session, the party received word about the raiders retreating to a camp outside Greenest. They also received word that a monk by the name of Lewtoons was being held there due to his study of the cult of the dragon. After coming across a party of stragglers, the party defeated them and made them spill the beans about said camp. Once the party arrived in the area, they were able to disguise themselves and sneak in using Durian as a fake prisoner. They were able to find Lewtoons and were able to set some prisoners free. Afterwards, the party was able to lead what remained of Greenest's army to the camp. There was a bit of a skirmish, and there were casualties on both sides, but people managed. It was a very successful raid. And then afterwards...
And we are back in the fortress.
Yes. Where's the ambience? Yes. You have all headed back to the fort after a successful raid on the camp with minimal casualties. You all have been tending to everyone's wounds. Doc has been tending to Lewtoons specifically, treating his malnourishment and bruises. Cora has been keeping everyone's spirits up with music, while Jojo has been keeping everyone's spirits up with jokes and antics. Durian has spent his time continuing to speak the Languajosa, trying to nurture the seeds of redemption he had planted before. Now, what do you do?
I'm just playing my flute here.
Alright.
Who's up for another round?
I
Alright.
suppose Jojo's busting out some moves, dancing to Cora's music.
Alright, both of you roll performance.
Performance check.
Alright, that's a perception, not a performance, bro. So yes, you can certainly see there's a lot of people around you. Oh, there we go. Yes, spurred on by Cora's playing, Jojo manages to use his monk training to be able to dance around and do a couple little acrobatic.
He's breakdancing.
Yep, and the guards are
Piece
impressed.
of cardboard.
Yeah, the guards are impressed. They have never seen this sort of dance before, and they are kind of hypnotized.
Cora's just playing her music and just like kind of watching him like, what? What? This is interesting.
Yeah, and at the same time, Cora's just waiting for him to pratfall because of his bad luck.
And Cora will laugh in his face.
All right,
He
Doc,
doesn't
you are.
touch nobody.
Yep, Doc. As long as you are next to Lewtoons, and he is. You look at his face and you see a mixture of both gratitude and a little bit of resentment.
I will suppose that the Doc is sort of finishing tying off sort of a wrapping on his leg. Don't look so grateful. You only saved your life.
Oh, I know. It's just that. I mean, I was getting a lot of information out of them, and they were spilling everything. It was so nice, and then you saved me, and, well, I suppose I was a slave of execution more, but I could have gotten out of there. At least I'm pretty sure I could have.
And what of the information? Do we have new intel to act on?
Well, yes. There is the cave right next to... There's the cave right next to the camp, which is actually a dragon hatchery.
Now that
Lovely.
sounds to be of interest. Shall we gather the others and speak of perhaps investigating a bit?
I don't know. You might need to kiss my boo-boos a little more before I can actually walk.
He sort of cinches a knot. It's like a little bit extra tight.
I thought thought doctors had a policy of do no harm.
By and large, but you see, I've got a bit of an angry streak. Sort of stands up and sort of dusts off his hands.
Armor class.
All right.
Armor defense.
Oh, need to actually scroll down. All right, so Leosin kind of picks himself up, and he just kind of shoots a playfully nasty glare at Doc while he's hobbling over. All right. Where you coming, boy? Where you coming or what?
I'm right behind you.
We're beefing right now.
Mm-hmm. All right, Leosin walks over to you. You know, after all you've done already for me personally and the people of Greenest, I hate to ask anything more from you, but the need is great, and I dare to hope that you can aid me one time more. I need you to return to that cultist camp. You know your way around it now, and if the cultists are preparing to conduct another raid, or a large body of them marches away, or if anything substantial is carried into or out of that hatchery, I need to know. If you have a chance to get into the camp and look around again, that would be the ideal to spot anything that's changed. Oh, and I don't recommend letting yourselves get captured.
I wouldn't dream of it.
All right. I've seen all of you act, and I've seen how you do things, and he looks around at the guards. I'm not entirely sure that these guys are up to snuff.
They did all right when, the whole ambush thing and taking on the camp. I mean, we probably would not have got out there as cleanly if they hadn't been there to back our retreat up.
Indeed, but it would probably be, yes, you could probably scout out the area and let me know if anything's different.
We could also use a, lookouts. If we're going inside of a dark dank cave, I mean, I'd appreciate having, people watching our backs outside just in case we had to retreat.
I agree with that.
Well, that's not my decision.
Cora, do you think you could whip up some volunteers?
Cora looks around at the guards. Want to help?
The guards look at you. The guards look at you, and they look to the governor and see what he says. The governor walks over and he kind of shrugs and says, "Well, the guards are a little bit roughed up after the little raid last night, so there are only a few people who would be willing to come."
The more the merrier.
Yeah, any help we can get would be greatly appreciated.
All right, the governor turns around and says, "All right, is anyone not currently dying? Physically or emotionally?"
Jojo raises his hand and puts it back down.
I hope there's one guy who's like walking over. He's like, "I'm not dying. Oh, emotionally? Okay, I'm heading back."
Yeah, that's it. It's like four of the guards raise their hand, and then it's like dying physically or emotionally. Two of them drop their hands. It's like these two walk up. One of them you recognize as Frederick.
Hey, Frederick!
Hey, Mr. Freddy.
Hey, it's fun. Hey, you guys are fun.
You appreciate us.
All right. All right.
We'd be happy to have you, Frederick.
All right. I am Frederick, and this person next to me is Curtis. And it's like Curtis gives a polite soldier's bow. How do you do? You can you look at him and you see that he's fairly young. Frederick. This one is Frederick. And this one is Curtis. Alright. Moving that down. Alright, so. So Frederick and Curtis look at you expectantly, like they're expecting orders.
Was there like a stable?
There is one, yes, there is a stable.
We could probably use some arms. Maybe a place to supply up. We are going to be dungeon delving.
Yes. The governor walks up and says, well, we did manage to finish a couple of the repairs, and maybe a couple of shops might be open, but not all of them. Depends on how they're feeling.
Understandable. I'd imagine they'd want to stay close to these walls, too.
All right, so.
All right.
Okay, let's go weapon up, I guess.
Yes. What exactly, which way to the shops that are open, and which ones is it that are open?
That's that governor says, I just told you, I don't know. You're going to have to look.
Very well. Anybody know their way around here?
The guards raise their hands.
I assume so. I would hope you would.
He's your home, after all.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah.
Who's raising their
Curtis?
hand, Curtis or Frederick?
Both of them.
Lead the way.
Yes, lead the way, please.
All right. So you head out. All right. So you're going to head outside to the town of Greenest. I'm gonna have to ask you to roll a one. All three of you roll d20s. Just flat d20s.
Hey.
Oh.
Did mine roll?
Yes, you rolled twice.
My thing is being very, very slow, so.
Yeah, my roll 20 is like lagging behind. Must be on their end.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Mine didn't
Glad
make the
it's
sound
not
effect.
just me.
All right. But yes.
There we go. Let's see. 1d20, rolling that.
Wow, you guys got some very good rolls. All right.
Good rolls are being wasted now. We need it for the actual.
I hate when you guys utilize gambler's fallacy like that. It's so irritating. All right. Give me a second. I need to change the color of this. Need to actually global elimination. Blah, 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 blah. Need to remove that, and need to remove that. Ugh. Need to remove those, need to remove those, need to remove those, need to remove those, because I am having fun. And we are almost, quite possibly, nearly, maybe, possibly, quite, might not seriously, but maybe seriously. I'm not quite sure how seriously. And we are moving to Greenest.
Yay!
All right. All right. You find yourselves outside of the fort of Greenest, and I And I completely forgot to drag the 2 guards with you. Give me a second.
It's okay, they're a little slow.
Yep, the guards are a little slow coming out.
Seems. I don't think the screen's loaded for me yet.
Oh, really? Wow.
You might be like off to the corner because mine started out as like black.
Oh,
and then-
now I can actually see a picture.
All right. The guards up motion for you to follow them.
Coming!
Yeah.
Cora
Alright.
catches up with Curtis and taps him on the shoulder.
Curtis turns over and is like, yes, can I help you?
How old are you?
I'm
You look awfully young.
19.
They let you into the guard at 19?
He shrugs. It's usually what the family does.
19, a full-grown man, I say, in my tribe. We are brought into the fold as early as 13.
Yep. Yes, my family's usually been about the guard business. Like we've captured a lot of people, but usually our family has had quite its fair share of criminals too. It's kind of a bit of a strange family that we have.
Strange town that attracts dragons, too.
Yeah, Frederick overhears that and says, "You know, I think they were just doing it to mess with us. That's my theory, at least."
Hmm.
All right, the 2 of them point to this particular shop. That's it. All right.
Is there a sign?
Yes. Give me 1 second. All right. It's you look at a sign that says Wiena's Armaments.
Ooh.
A place for weapons.
All right.
Jojo just kind of walks up and knocks on the door. Is it open?
Yes, it appears to be open. You see
He
a
pushes it open.
All right. Inside, you see a short female human named Winna.
And I just automatically know her name is Winna.
She has a little name tag.
Name tag.
Ooh, very progressive, this town.
And Winna smiles and says, "Yes. Well, I'm the only one that really does it. I have I personally stitched them in here so people would know where I am, and I think it works, but still it's gonna take a little bit of convincing for everyone else."
I wonder if I should get a tattoo with my name on.
When
Or just gives Jojo a look.
What? You never know. People might just need to know who I am.
Is Durian with us or is
No, Durian's not with you.
okay?
Goes to spreading the word of his god.
Yes, Durian doesn't need a tattoo, though. Everyone knows who he is.
He knows who he is because he won't shut up.
The legend of Durian Dunkelbeard Herba. Rector Acker donated $10 through Super Chat. Thank you. What did you say? Inspiration rains from the heavens. Use it wisely. All right, I'm gonna.
Alright, so I walk up to the lady and I was like, "So, what kind of equipment and gear do you have?"
So, I carry mostly everything, but I do specialize in weapons.
Do you carry any tool sets, supplies? Perhaps some simple thieves' tools? We're going to be delving into a dungeon, and it'd be nice to be able to look around corners without provoking attention, getting through doors, that kind of thing.
Give me once. She starts sifting around, and yes, she does pull out a little bit of thieves' tools for you.
Could we get two? One for Cora, one for myself. We're both kind of the acrobatic sorts, so we'll probably both need a set.
All right. Let me check. Wait. Let me. It's like, Cora? Do you not have thieves' tools with you?
Given thieves' tools. I know how to use them, but I was never given them.
Interesting. Okay. So yes.
So Jojo, place. How much are they?
Give me 1 second.
Oh wait, I actually have that in front of me.
All right. She starts looking through it. It's 25 gold pieces.
25 gold pieces for both.
No.
How much
for
gold do I
each.
have?
Each.
How much gold do I
no
have?
gold.
'Cause- Yeah, I'm seeing I have no gold. Jojo pulls out his little purse and just like little 5 little coins jingling around in it.
Cora
Little
rolls her
white-
eyes. Cora rolls her eyes. Jojo, I have 50 gold pieces. I can cover us both, and you can pay me back later if you wish.
Oh,
You got 50?
okay.
I loot a lot of bodies.
Yes, she loots.
Nice.
That's why
I usually don't try to hold on to money. I get robbed more often that way.
All right, so you're going
Cora
to.
just kind of looks away at that comment.
All right, so you're gonna drop your 50 gold and to make sure you both get thieves' tools.
Certainly. We might want to include a grappling hook with the. I have a good length of rope, but no way to attach it to anything that would be above us. Do you have anything like that?
She pulls it out. Yes, we do.
How much for the hook?
Give me 1 second. That will be 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces. Jojo
Cora,
just drops his gold, just turns the back over and just like shakes it out. The 5 gold pieces drop out of the bag. Ah, that works.
All right, so I am going to drop those into your inventory. Give me 1 second.
Joke's on the next people who mug me.
Yeah, the doc as well, just sort of like fiddling through his coin purse. It's just like a mixture of like gauze and like dull scalpels and like a couple of coins.
Do they have caltrops?
He doesn't even think about buying anything.
Yeah,
Do
that's why y'all gotta loot.
Cora looks between the two others and be like, "This is the first time I've had more money than somebody else."
Pardon me, miss, but do you perhaps carry caltrops?
Caltrops.
Mm-hmm.
She starts sifting around, and she pulls it out. It's like, are these caltrops things you're looking for? And
Little spiky balls of hate?
yes, they are there.
Well, I'm out of money, but we are about to go into a dragon's horde, I suppose you could say. I'd imagine there's quite a bit of treasure lying around in there. Dragons tend to not live without that sort of thing. Would you be willing to make a deal with us should we actually return?
Cora looks over at Jojo and says, "Are you asking for an IOU?"
Well, we are.
Roll persuasion, Jojo.
I can't see what that is.
Oh, it's good.
Oh.
It is? Oh.
All right. The shop owner recognizes you as one of the people who helped. Oh my gosh, you were that catfolk person who saved. You were that catfolk person who saved that person from a burning building.
Oh. I remember Burnt Cat?
Yes, I remember you. It's like people were talking about that. Yes, it's usually I don't do this, but I would love to. I would love to. You know, as long as you pay me back at least.
Oh, of course. I wouldn't dream of taking pure charity. All right. How many of those caltrops do you actually have?
Second. Yeah, give me 1 second. I gotta drop the thieves. Oh, that's the thieves tools proficiencies. Drop the thieves tools in there. Drop the thieves tools in.
Already added it.
Oh, you already did? Okay. Cool. And the caltrops. She looks at the bags and is like, well, I have more than one bag, but each of these can cover about, I don't know, 5 feet, 10 feet if you want to spread them out a little bit more, but it might make it a little bit harder.
I've come across these before in the past. Usually they're used against me. Jojo turns to the rest of the party. You guys might want to pick up a batch. They're quite handy when you're not the one falling victim to them.
Well, because it's you, I'm willing to give you all each 1 bag of caltrops.
Ooh.
As long as you pay me back.
Absolutely. How much exactly do they cost, so I can keep an eye out for the, appropriate amount, maybe even extra.
They're a gold piece each.
Ooh, that's a bargain.
Well, not many people actually use them.
Fair enough.
All right, so each of you are going to add a bag of caltrops to your inventories. All right.
Excellent.
All right, so, and Winna looks at you and says, well, is there anything else?
I don't know. We are delving into a dungeon. I have some copper here, but is there anything that you'd personally take with you if you were delving into a dark, dank dungeon full of dragons, potentially, and cultists?
Winna kind of shrugs. No, not really.
No? Then that's all I can think of. How about you guys?
Not that I can think of. At least nothing that I could afford anymore, since more gold.
Ooh, we should probably head to the butcher. They said it was a breeding ground for dragons. We might need some bait.
Bit of bones and scraps might not hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That's at the guards look at you and say, wow, that's... Yeah, they kind of look at each other like, that's actually a really good idea. All right, well, we can head...
Jojo.
All right, well, let's go to the butcher.
All right.
Gerark lays his silver down before he departs. Says, "Thank you kindly."
Oh, thank you. That's mighty generous of you.
Good on you, Garrett.
All right, so the guards move out and say, "Hey, you coming?"
I'm coming. I got little legs.
Little, very capable legs.
All right. 1 minute. I need to add this. Where is it? Where is it?
Jojo turns to the party and says, "We should probably take with us one of those cultist disguises too. It was quite handy on the outside. I'm sure they'll probably be on the lookout, but even the tiniest bit of hesitation on their part could be helpful."
Who did the disguise last time?
That was I believe that was Miss Cora.
We all had disguises. I cast invisibility, which I can cast again if I need to.
Yes, but it was also you that was responsible for our disguises.
Managed to talk my way through some tough situations, but
Oh
We're
yeah,
not very
Jermo, shouldn't you be rolling with disadvantage?
Probably. Where is my thing?
You're
There it is.
yeah.
All right, I've switched it.
Okay, good. Yeah. For some reason, you've been after a successful round of the night. You've been feeling. You suddenly remembered that you accidentally touched one of the guards earlier.
You can say I just shook Frederick's hand when I met him.
Yeah. No, you remember that during your dance you accidentally brushed someone with your leg, and you realize it's like you realize, wow, I'm getting really lucky, and then you realize that you accidentally touched someone while you were dancing. Oh!
Ooh, I hope the castle's not on fire when I go back.
All right. So they lead you to the butcher shop.
All right, is the door open? Is the building on fire?
Well, the building is a little busted down and burned.
I just rolled a perception.
Yeah. You're rolling up. Yeah. So yeah, you look at the building and yeah, it's very, very burned down. You do smell a little bit of rotting meat, and you see a butcher. You see a man trying to essentially clean up the mess.
Jojo walks in and is all, "Hello."
The butcher looks at you and says, "Hey, sorry, we're closed. Maybe indefinitely."
Yeah, have any scraps you can throw to us? We're willing to pay regardless of whatever it is. I'm sure it'll help you get on your feet again.
He looks at you and shrugs, like, "Hey, I'll take what I can get."
All right. You take copper? That's really all I have left.
I take silver.
Silver? How many is copper per silver?
10 copper per silver.
I have 160 copper.
His eyebrows raise. You need to get that exchanged, boy.
Would you be willing to help me out with that?
He looks at it. He looks at his coin purse and says, "Sure, why not?"
We're willing to pay for items you would otherwise throw out. In fact, I think 160 copper is more than worth the rotting scraps. We're taking them off your hands.
Mm-hmm. And helping you get back on your feet.
Yeah, the butcher looks at you and says, "Okay, it is." All right, well, I'll give you as much as I can if you pay me as much as you can.
All right, a large leather bag of the bloodiest, smelliest meat you got.
Yeah, the butcher looks at you and says, "Are you guys hunters of some kind?"
We're delving into a cave full of dragon hatchlings and potentially dragons and cultists. We're going to need some bait.
The butcher widens his eyes.
And Cora, and I would prefer not to be used as that bait, so we're getting dead meat.
Me either.
Yeah, he just nods and wordlessly starts stuffing a leather sack full of meat. It's like, I hope this serves you well.
Same.
All right.
So, how many silver would you say would pay for this?
7.
7?
Allow me, Jojo.
Oh,
The dock will kerplunk 8 pieces
Oh. Oh, wait.
of silver down.
Oh, wait. Thank you.
appreciated.
Josh, would it be possible, would the dock perhaps have something like formaldehyde-esque to sort of like keep the rottingness like to a little bit of a minimum, like to preserve it temporarily, kind of?
We could probably head to the chemist. And
Roll a d20.
Just a straight up D20?
Yep. All right, you don't have any formaldehyde on you, but you kind of mutter under your breath. It's like, drat, I'm out of formaldehyde. And one of the guards overhears and says, oh, you're lucky. We actually do have a chemist shop here.
Ah, that's convenient.
All right, we know where we're going next then.
All right.
Excellent.
Shopping spree.
D&D shopping edition.
All right, let me just put
Should
the
I
text.
assume that the dock is carrying the meat due to carrying capacities?
Yes. All right.
Bag of meat.
A smelly meat.
Bag of smelly meat. All right.
It's okay. It shouldn't smell that bad because it's in a leather sack, but if you open that sack, oh boy.
And going to put that right there. Oh. Ah, dang it. Come on. And boom. So, the two guys direct you across the plaza.
Excellent.
Cora runs after them in there on her little short legs.
On her tiny little short legs.
Legs! I'm like, I am trying. This is the one time I wish my ancestors could learn how to fly so they could teach us.
All right. You head into the chemist shop.
All right. Jojo just.
All right. The shop is a single-story stone-walled building with several leaded glass windows and a smooth stone floors. And you're not and you see a sign out front that says "Warning: Protected by magical wards."
Jojo walks up, knocks on door.
All right. And it appears to be it appears to be unlocked, and there are lights on. There are lights on.
Jojo yells, "Hello! We don't want to set off your wards."
The gnomes. You hear a woman's voice behind there saying, "Oh, don't worry. The wards are only active at night."
Oh,
It's nice.
it's. I guess it's kind of morning, right?
Yeah, it's morning.
All right.
Sunrise when we left the camp.
Jojo opens the door.
All right. You go in and you see a woman named. You see a female gnome, and you detect the pungent smell of alcohol.
Ooh. Yeah, got some booze in here?
Yeah, it's nothing really all that spectacular. It's just a little tradition that my little guild has. We celebrate each sale with a little bit of pint of ale.
I might need to pick up some. Still, we're not here for me. Doctor?
Sort of clomps to the forefront. Can I make a perception check just to see if like some of the chemicals are like legit?
Yes.
Oh shoot. Well, bad either way.
Oh yeah. You start looking around and they look like they look like bubbling chemicals, and you have no idea what this person is cooking up.
All right, well, I'll cut to the chase here. We are entering a den of creatures, and we happen to be walking around with a bag of rotting animal parts. We'd like to disguise that. Perhaps some preservatives.
Preservatives. Oh, so you just need a little bit of salt, or are you looking for something a little more heavy duty?
Whatever you think will suit us best. I believe our funds are a bit depleted at present.
All right. So, well, if your funds are a little bit depleted, then it's gonna. I can only let you have salt.
That copper I got exchanged for silver. It's 16 pieces.
Well, I can give you salt. I can give you salt for 5 copper pieces, or I can give you formaldehyde for 5 silver pieces.
5 silver pieces for formaldehyde. Jojo drops the 5 silver pieces on the counter. This one's on me, Doctor.
Much obliged.
All y'all are so generous for each other.
We're keeping each other alive.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't have our loud dwarfs, so we're trying everything we can to stay alive.
It's like if when you take care of your car, if you skint on the gas, you're going to be in trouble.
Cora steps forward and pulls out one of her bottles of poison.
Oh, jeez.
Oh
my gosh!
I was wondering if I could sell it.
Oh. She takes the bottle of poison, gives it a little sniff, and starts trying to identify it. Where did you happen to get this?
Dead body.
What'd you say?
I mean,
Off a
it's
dead body.
Oh.
there were an awful lot of them lying around not too long ago.
Well, this is a fairly decent poison. It's not great, but it's decent. I can offer you 2 gold for this.
How? It's up to you.
Onto
What do
it,
you-
just for a little bit longer. You never know if you need a bottle of poison.
True, especially since we just got the bait.
That's very true. And I have 2 bottles of poison, so I can use that.
I have another thing comes to mind. On the battlefield, I picked up a strange little jar with a lid on top. I've been unable to ascertain its use, purpose, contents, anything. I'm wary
My God,
to
he finally
use
gets
it.
to know what it is!
I'm very wary to even mess with it, seeing who the previous owners were. Would you be able to help me in that regard? Jojo places the jar on the counter.
1 minute. Give me a All right, so she starts up. She picks it up and starts looking at it for a little bit. All right. So describe. What was this jar again? Remind me.
You simply wrote jar with lid. I tried to get other people to look at it in order to, but my persuasion rolls were terrible. So
okay, never mind. I found out where I put it.
You have acquired raspberry jam.
That'll go great with the meat.
Yeah. There we go. So yes, you have looked at this. She's looking at this jar and she just kind of giggles. Oh heavens!
What?
It appears that someone was a bit of a prankster. This is something that's been magically enchanted to be unbreakable or unopenable.
Oh, so
It's just a jar.
basically it's just a jar.
Yes, it is just a jar.
But it has no purpose.
You cannot. You can. I mean, you can maybe find a place to disenchant it, but
Or perhaps an item that cannot be broken could come of use. Clogging a door. Something of that nature.
Potentially.
Yes, use your imagination.
I don't feel its use warrants the weight of carrying it around, however.
That is also true.
Would you perhaps be willing to buy it off me? I mean, I'm sure an alchemist of your skill could find some use for it.
You're gonna have to roll persuasion for that.
Bleep.
The alchemist shakes her head. I'm sorry, but that's more of a magical thing rather than an alchemist thing. I don't have use for something that can't be opened.
If it's all the same to you, Jojo, I should very much like it.
Jojo slides it over to you. Have at it.
All right, add unbreakable jar to your inventory. All right.
Openable, unbreakable jar.
As we're speaking of vessels, might I acquire a few glass vials from you?
Oh, yes. They are 5 copper pieces each.
An even silver. He hands it over.
All right. How many are you purchasing?
2 vials, if I can.
All right, go for it. Add 2 vials to your inventory.
It occurs to me that our healer has set out on a journey. We should probably.
She kind of smiles like, does someone want a potion?
Probably.
We have like 0 gold.
I still have 11 silver. I'm not sure what good that is.
You have a gold piece.
Yeah, then she kind of frowns and says, "Oh no, you can't have them. They're 50 gold pieces each."
Understandable. But we are delving into Dragon's Hoard. Most likely going to be treasure in there. I've already promised at least 2 gold pieces to the smith down the road. Kind of a very light promise, so I'm sure there's definitely more than 2 gold pieces in the hoard. What do you think? What do you think the odds of us finding enough to actually pay you back for these potions would be?
Roll persuasion.
Oh, it wasn't terrible.
She's not convinced.
What about her? Jojo points to Cora.
Looks up at the lady and is like, it really would help.
You're gonna have to roll persuasion.
Me.
Oh, that's even worse.
Ow.
So Jojo, when you shook the hand of Frederick, the luck doesn't like. It's only like for like a certain time, or
Yeah.
Yeah, it lasts a certain number of rounds, which is technically
which is determined by my dice roll.
Yeah, it's a 1d4. That many rounds. A round is what, 5 minutes? Something like that.
a round is 60 seconds.
Yeah, around
60 seconds. So yeah, it doesn't last for that long. Long enough to be valuable in combat, but
Right.
outside.
Outside, you're pretty much.
I'm stuck with my bad luck. One final thing I'd like to try. The doctor was mentoring me in medicine. I'm starting to pick up a few things, but I could use a little bit of a refresher. I don't suppose you'd be able to maybe give me some. I'd be willing to pay for some basic CPR training. Maybe some,
And it's like the alchemist rolls her eyes. Look, buddy, if you can't pay for the freaking potion, you're not going to be able to pay for the training.
Jojo. Okay, Jojo kind of wants to try something.
Kill her.
No. Jojo pulls out silver. Jojo pulls Cora aside. Is like, I'm being very unlucky here. Perhaps I should pass it to the stingy alchemist.
You pulled her to the side. That means you passed your bad luck on to her.
What did you?
I didn't actually touch her.
You said you pulled her to the side.
Yeah, but he has gloves on.
Okay.
So
Cora just kind of flinched a little bit when Jojo touched her, and then she realized he has gloves on. It's like,
what? All right.
All right. What are you gonna do? So, what are you doing?
Never mind. What do you guys want to do?
well, since we don't have anything else that we can really buy, at least we don't have no gold to buy, I guess we can leave.
All right. Hey, doctor, before we go out, I could probably use the same kind of training I was requesting from the alchemist. At least a second attempt. I know I didn't do very good during our first session, but I would really like to get better.
Well, I'd only be happy to. It'll only cost us a bit of time.
All right.
Well, how much time do we have to spare?
Josh?
Probably not.
Well, that's gonna depend on you, and you're going to have to do the said training during your next short rest, whenever it is.
We can pick. Would it be possible for us to pick, to retry this training during like each of our short rests?
Yes.
All right. I mean,
Steps up to the alchemist one more time, and
So-
What? Cora's doing what?
Cora steps up to the alchemist one more time and pulls out the magic scroll that she found. You wouldn't happen to you wouldn't happen to know anyone who could identify what kind of magic holds, would you?
She looks at the scroll and just kind of shrugs. Well, this town hasn't had a wizard for a long time, so I'm sorry. You're a little bit SOL.
SOL?
Roll that.
Oh. I already knew that though.
All right. So you found those. Yeah. Okay. So the guards look at you and says, "Well, is that everything?"
I suppose. We should probably
Any
do
other-
that last training session before we go.
Or looks to the guards. You wouldn't happen to know of any other shops that are not too expensive that could give us aid in our little selling mission?
Curtis and Frederick kind of cringe and shake their heads.
That answers everything.
We should probably pick you up. I mean, I was actually kind of surprised you didn't do this, Cora, but you should have probably picked up some more of those knives at the blacksmith.
Away most of my gold for the two thieves' tools, so I don't even know if I could afford another dagger.
I mean, there's some small.
Yeah.
You could pick up some throwing daggers. They're a lot cheaper and smaller. They are the ones that you need to stock up on. Also, there were a lot of cultists lying around. I'm sure she's probably got a big bargain spree going on because of all the inflow of dead cultist weapons that she now has in stock. Oh, and she did recognize us, so additional bonus.
Do you have no daggers?
She has one.
And I have one
Yes.
dagger and a
Okay.
small knife.
You should, as I was saying, you should probably stock up. That was a very useful ability in the battlefield that you were using. If you had more, you'd be I think, infinitely more useful.
The doc sort of rummaging around in his coin purse looks, I guess, down to Cora. I was gonna say looks up. What are your funds looking like? I'd be happy to supplement, though I'm
Agreed.
not necessarily flush myself.
Barb pulls open her bag and looks inside. I've got 45 copper pieces, 28 silver pieces, and 20 EP again? I can't remember.
Jojo passes her his 11 silver. You should use this for whatever you can get.
Okay. Cora takes the money. We'll look at gift horse in the mouth.
Alright. So, shall we head
I'll-
back to the blacksmith real quick just to see what kind of knives they can get out? Even if they're kitchen knives, my goodness.
Cora nods and
All
starts
right.
making her way back.
Oh, whoops. All right, so you're gonna head back to the blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
Off we go then, and the doc will leave a silver. We don't have to roleplay that, but he leaves one at the shop, at the butcher.
Okay.
Alright.
Or the chemist, sorry.
Jojo walks back and, hello, we're back.
Oh, did you forget something?
Cora-
Actually, yeah.
Cora nods. Are throwing daggers.
Oh yes, we did get a bit of a large supply from the. We did get a fairly large supply from all of the bodies.
As I figured.
Or confiscation.
Mm-hmm. So, Cora?
Your dad, how much are they then?
They are 2 gold pieces each.
Mmm.
Gold. How much silver per gold?
10.
So the silver I gave you buy you at least one.
Are we supposed to like literally get our coins like exchanged, or can we just do that on our own? Like, oh, I have
You can do that on your own.
Okay, that's what I've been doing. But now I'm hearing. I'm like, have you guys been like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bob pulls out 30 silver pieces and goes,
30
You
silver
cut
pieces.
out.
oh, 30 silver pieces. 30.
That should be 20 silver pieces.
Half
For-
30.
Well, yeah, but it's only 20 silver pieces for the daggers.
Oh, for more than one dagger?
Yeah, it's like Oh no, yeah, you need. Yeah, sorry, you would need 40 silver pieces to buy both those daggers.
Alright.
Doc flips a gold over.
Alright.
Okay. You know
We'll
the way
have to keep this stocked up.
you know the way you guys are heading. It's like maybe one person should just carry all the money.
Probably.
I don't
That'd be
mind.
fine. That'd be fine with me.
So
I vote the strong guy. Jojo turns to the doc.
you guys are just so like non-stingy and non-grabby with your money. It's like, okay, why don't just have one person carry all of it?
Well, I don't wish to brag or anything, but I am the most adept when it comes to counting and things of that nature, so perhaps I
You
will
are
do
certainly
best.
the smart one.
All right. So yeah, is everyone just
Alright.
all
I
right?
think
Is
that's it.
all right. So is every
Cora sadly hands over all her money. Goodbye, sweet friends.
all right.
Right.
So how much money did you wait? How much money are you handing over, Cora?
24 EP, 39 silver pieces, and 45 copper.
Okay.
Wait, what are EPs?
Is that like electronium or something?
Yeah, Electrum coins, which are stupid. And so, how did you get Electrum coins?
I have no idea, but I did.
Those are worth like a zillion dollars.
Yeah. You shouldn't have Electrum coins.
4 of them. I don't know where they came from.
Are you sure you didn't accidentally put them in your gold? That wasn't supposed to be gold.
It probably was because
Probably was. Well, then I will make sure it's 24 gold.
Okay.
And
Okay.
2 gold
Alright.
pieces.
all right. So
So I had
24.
and I had 39
Jo-
silver pieces, 48 copper.
Jojo tries to cheer up Cora. Don't worry, Cora. We're going into a bloodthirsty dragon horde. There'll probably be plenty of shinies in there.
Jojo, what
The
did you
word
have?
shiny.
Were you all cleaned out, or did you give something over?
Oh, yeah, I'm cleaned out.
Okay.
Jojo pulls his pockets out and the little moth flies out. It's like, yeah, I gave everything to Miss Cora over here.
All right. So, you're all done?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just
Jerome, didn't we-
boiling down this money.
Hey, Jerome, didn't we do the exact same thing when we were playing Champions of Norath?
I think we did.
Yeah, it's like we gave you it's like all the money we gave to one person so they could actually afford things.
Mm-hmm. And we'd pump it all into one person per stop.
Yeah.
All right. So
All right.
assuming my math is correct, I boiled it down to 28 gold, 3 silver, and 8 copper from Cora.
All right. So, I guess we should probably head out. Do we?
I need my daggers first.
Oh yes.
Of
yeah.
course.
Yes. Where is your sheet? Dagger. You now have 3 daggers.
Should we check in with the governor before we go?
Good idea.
You guys already you guys already know that you're leaving. He already knows.
All right. Well, I mean, and the shopkeepers know we're leaving too, so if he ever needs to check in with someone,
Yep.
I go up to the smith lady and I'm like, hey, just to be safe, would you mind just letting someone know back at the main castle that we left?
That she shrugs. Sure. I suppose I can make an errand.
Appreciated. All right, so quick rest before we head out, and then storm the castle.
Yeah.
I mean dungeon.
Yep.
Storm the
It's almost noon. So
All right.
you guys can afford to take a short rest. That'll make it 1. So, and you're going to try and do that training?
Yes. Hey, Mr. Curtis,
Yes.
you mind doing me a solid?
He kind of tilts his head.
I'd like to make some progress on this training, and I might need someone to hold on to my bad luck for a few minutes. You mind taking one for the team just for 5 minutes? I'll make sure nothing hits you or falls on you or anything like that.
Roll persuasion. Curtis looks at you and says, how about no?
Had to try. All right, well, I guess I have to give it. Just gonna have to give it my best shot. All right, doctor.
How about no, you crazy catful dastard?
All right, doctor. Let's give it your best shot.
The doc has sort of set himself on like a stump, sort of dusting off some books. All right, let's see. Chapter 2, I believe, would be a good place. This is a simple
All right.
humanoid anatomy.
All right.
And
So
he
what?
begins to ramble on.
So what do I roll?
That is a flat intelligence.
All right.
Ouch! Oh boy. Okay.
So you see, so this is the way that these arteries are connected. Hey, pay attention. What are you looking at?
So wait, what's the difference between an artery and a vein?
Well, look, don't sever either of them.
Oh,
In
okay.
her mouth and just like trying to keep her laughter in.
All
Sort
right.
of smacks shut the book. Like dust puffs out.
Okay.
Beginning to believe this is slightly hopeless.
It might be. I'm sorry. I'll keep trying.
All right. We are headed to the world map. We are at the bottom.
I'll be sure to pass it off to some cultist one of these days.
All right, so you begin to head down the road. All right, let's see if you guys come across anything. All right, you don't really seem to come across anything during your trip down. You head to the camp area, and you start looking around, and roll a perception check for me, please. All y'all roll perception for me.
Dope.
All right, let's see. All right, need to turn on the global illumination. And how was that? I said, yay. All of you need to roll perception. Jermo.
Jojo, roll perception.
Called me on the phone when she turned off my Discord.
Oh, what? He is. Someone's calling him on the phone, which he uses for Discord. It's like, hey, you gotta get that? Oh no, that's just my girlfriend. Oh! Oh!
God.
Oh man! It's like, did you guys used to get all these 20s at the beginning of the session? I don't know, maybe that gambler's fallacy has a little more weight to it than I thought. Alright.
They definitely seem to come at times when we don't need them as much.
Alright, we are headed to the Raider camp, and you notice that it is a fair bit empty. Where are you guys? There you are. I mean, all the tents are still here, but yeah, there is nobody here.
Our fingers her rapier out of agitation.
Oh, this is a big zone.
All right, what do you do?
Aren't Frederick and Curtis supposed to be here or no?
Give me a second. They are bringing up the rear. Alright.
Hey, I'm reconnected.
Hey.
Yeah. There they are.
So what I missed?
The camp is empty.
Oh, the camp is empty?
Yes.
That's freaking ominous.
Or looks to the others. Carefully. You never know if somebody's just hiding.
Josh, could I get a quick reminder about Frederick? Like, what was his, like, was he, like, pretty capable, or was he just, like, a squire-y?
He is very capable on horseback, and he's good at following orders.
What about, like, combat and, like, build?
He's a fairly good guard, but compared to you guys, he's not much of a threat.
Okay.
So having them be lookout on the outside of the cave is probably the limit of their usefulness.
Probably.
Hmm.
All right.
We should probably assist them with the hiding part. Cora, you could probably decorate their faces with camouflage or something like that.
Invisibility spell, but like I said, it's only good for an hour.
Probably
Yes,
not
and
best utilized on them either.
Yes.
All right.
Need it.
All right.
Tell me,
So-
are you both fully armed? Be it a sword or a bow?
They show you their weapons.
Good.
All right. So, I'm going to start making my way cautiously to the cave. What else do I see around me? Do the tents? So the tents are still up?
Yeah, the tents are still up. It looks, yeah, the tents are still up. There are a couple boxes around, but yeah, it seems like a ghost town.
I'm gonna search some of the. I'm gonna search around in some of the tents. Just peek in like real quick.
Yes.
See
Alright.
if I see anything useful.
All right, both of you roll investigation.
Oh, investigation. Oh, this is gonna suck.
Yay,
Yeah.
I'm good at this.
All right.
No.
Ooh, yikes.
Sir-
So yeah, Jojo, you start looking around, but you do not find a single dang thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither do you, Doc. It seems like they dropped everything behind them that wasn't useful, which included a bunch of empty crates.
They left the tents.
Does there seem to be any signs of... I mean, maybe I don't know this because of my bad investigation, but does there seem to be any signs of, like, recent battle, like singed canvas or anything?
For your investigation check does reveal that it doesn't seem like there was just too much of a struggle. You do see a lot of you do see a couple tracks that are dragging, but that's about it.
What do you mean dragging?
Like they're dragging some heavy things.
Scam question. Could I roll investigation to see if I get a better roll and see if there's other stuff I can see?
Yes.
I'm also going to try and find the armory.
Oh, that is much better. Okay, so yeah, Cora, you start looking around and you see that there are wagon tracks.
Why did they leave the tents still?
Honestly, not terribly surprised that they left. They've probably gone from town to town.
Yes, but they're leaving like necessary equipment behind. Unless we've completely taken out all of their human forces and all of the human equipment was simply left behind.
I doubt we've taken out every human that is in this cult.
It's kind of odd that they leave behind this much stuff.
It is.
Keep your hand on
Are
your
we
weapons.
like in like a ravine? Like,
Ye-
is there like
yes.
tall cliffs on either
Yes.
side of us?
Yes.
Can I sort of look up to those at all, or
Yes.
is my investigation carrying?
Yep.
Do I see? Is there like a tent or anything that looks like it could be the armory for the camp?
Nope, not really.
No, not really.
Nope.
What's up on like the cliff sides?
You did see there is like one tent on the tower. There's like one tent on the cliff face, and there was that tower from before, but it's been collapsed.
Last.
All right. Well, I suggest we start making our way to the cave. So, Joe just started to make his way down.
All right. Give me 1 second. All right.
Yes, for some reason, everyone has gone. Should be safe
Yes.
to make our way past these empty tents.
Do we see any like burn marks or anything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You do see a couple. You do see a couple burning tents.
Odd. Very, very odd.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go.
You said, like, burning
the-
tents. You don't think, like, hatchlings born and then all of a sudden just decides to go on a rampage and eat?
Possibly. In which case, it's probably a good thing we brought that bait.
Probably.
I start going towards that big tent that, the captain was in before. Do I hear anything on the inside? Do I hear anything on the inside of the big tent?
Roll perception.
Oh, jeez. Oh, that wasn't terrible.
Not bad.
Oh, anything over a 10 is not bad.
Yes, you do hear some fidgeting going on inside the big tent.
I get out of my little thieves' tool mirror on a stick and attempt to peek around the corner inside. So stealth plus 2. 11, 13.
What? Wait, where'd you get the 13 from?
You get when you use artisan's tools, you add your proficiency bonus to your check.
It already does that.
It already does?
Yeah, it automatically does that.
So it would be 5 plus 2.
No, it hasn't added that.
No, it hasn't added that, Josh.
It hasn't?
No. It's only adding the 5. My
Oh, okay.
proficiency bonus is 2.
All right. So yeah, you do get the 13. Yeah, you see four. You see 4 people sifting through the area.
Do they look like cultists?
They don't look like any cultists you've seen.
Do they look human?
Yes. They do look humanoid.
I signal over to Cora and Doc and do the eyes, I spot something inside here signal.
For daggers.
Alright.
The doctor approaches
It,
cautiously.
is he going into the tent?
No, he's just coming next to Jojo.
So Jojo whispers, they've got 2 guys inside there. I don't know who they are or what they're doing, but they're in there. Should I go in and say hi? Give
No,
them
that
a
is
good-
probably a bad idea.
I could hit them both on the head.
Perhaps you go in and make an entrance. I can barge in from the side if need be.
Alright. I will give one of them a friendly pat on the back. So, Jojo is like, alright, watch my back. Jojo kind of rushes in, pats one of them up the back. So, boys, what you up to? And he does it with his ungloved hand.
Immediately, they turn around and they whirl around and they point their bows at you.
Alright. I did it with my ungloved hand, so I should be no longer disadvantaged. Alright.
Gerark has like a javelin, like poked into the canvas, ready to like rip it and rush through.
I give him like my friendliest smile. You guys lost something?
Roll persuasion.
Keep in mind they have disadvantage. One of them does at least.
They're still training their weapons on you.
Hello?
They haven't fired at you, but
Not hostile, I take it. Already a good note.
it's like one of them speaks. What are you doing here?
We are going to raid the cave and fight some dragons.
They look between each other. Prove it.
And yes, I did say we. The tent is surrounded.
They look at you and say, "Prove it."
What? You think I'd come in here unprotected?
Doc Gerark, sort of listening in, sort of pushes the javelin deeper into the canvas so that there's like a pointy part of the tent that's sort of poking in.
See? Not alone.
I'd like not to come in there.
All right. They begin to look at each other, and still keeping their weapons trained on you. It's like, please step away from the tent.
Can I ask why? We are here on government business.
Well, for one, we don't believe you, and we would like to not have our backs stabbed.
Backstabbed. I had the opportunity to stab you in the back just now, and instead I give you a friendly pat on the back.
Likely story. Move.
You did not feel me pat you on the back?
It's like one of them pulls the drawstring back tighter.
Jojo kind of looks to, the doc. He's like, what do you think I should do?
Come out!
Well, he's not in the tent yet. He's just outside the tent with his javelin sort of like poked into the thing to show that he's there. But,
I'm sorry, sirs, but I really must ask what it is you're actually doing in here. Seeing how we are on government business, it would be irresponsible of us to not at least ask that question and just move on.
One of them fires a shot right next to your foot.
All right, Jojo. How much damage was the shot for?
Fires a shot right next to your foot.
Gerark tears the canvas with his javelin and enters, and he's going to try and grab whoever is this close guy here.
All right.
I have deflect arrows, so I'm not exactly that intimidated by these guys' bow and arrows.
All right.
If actually, that would have been awesome if they'd fired it at me and I got to use that.
All right, you're gonna attempt to grapple him.
Yep, I'm just going to slash down the canvas and just sort of barge into the tent, grabbing the nearest guy to the edge.
You've been very rude, you know that? Not you, Gerark. These two gentlemen.
Oh, shoot, I do that every time.
Yes, you do that every time. All right, yeah, sufficiently grappled. Yeah, sufficiently grappled. The scouts are like, we knew it!
Knew what? You were very rude.
Roll initiative.
Everyone?
Can I attempt to disarm these guys?
Do you? No, you kind of blew it.
Right.
I'm going to
Initiative,
attempt.
everybody?
I'm going to attempt to disarm these guys. Oh, good! Wow, ha, that was awesome.
High initiatives.
I don't know, but you and me are right up there.
Oh, I also need to throw these guys in there.
So, as a free action, I'm going to say, don't kill them, Cora. Just disarm them. need to find out what they're doing.
Cora. Let's see. What's her name?
So, I'm in the front,
Okay.
practically
Okay.
in their face.
All right, Cora, it is your turn.
Can we see like inside the tent yet?
Give me 1 second.
Because I'm still in shadow mode. Oh.
Oh, there's 4 of them.
So, I'm taking it this guy on my left has the bad luck, because Jojo
Yes.
would have done it with his left hand.
Yes.
Alright,
You weren't supposed to move in. You were right there.
alright.
All right, so Cora, it is your turn. What do you do?
I am going to move here, and I'm going to.
I don't know, I went looking for them.
We're gonna do the classic trapped in a box.
All right. Remind me again what your save is.
8th?
Yeah, your spell save. Oh, there it is. 12. All right.
There's one that's crushed like almost completely.
All right. Where is it?
This guy right here.
All right. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Where's the wisdom save? Yeah, she does not pass it.
Strapped in a box. Yay!
Yeah.
At least she thinks she is.
Alright.
All right. So, is that all you're doing?
Well, I moved and I passed a spell. Is there anything else I can do?
Well, yes. You have a standard action, a free action, and a move action. It's like, do any of your actions allow you to have a bonus? Yeah, you got a bonus action, a movement action, and a standard action.
And if I had tried to persuade them to like, hey, we're not here to fight. We're just.
That's gonna be a very, very high DC.
Then I'm not gonna.
I mean,
risk it.
you might as well do it.
All right. Listen, we're not here to fight. We honestly don't know what's going on. We're honestly just trying to kill some dragons. Can you like give us a break?
Come on.
They're unconvinced. Then why are you attacking us right now?
Oh, you attack. Yeah.
All right.
Are these guys elves?
Yes.
Oh!
All right,
I think
so
I might
what-
understand what's going on here.
All right. Jojo, does a 15 hit you?
15.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. But quick question. They're using bows.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna use deflect missile. 1d10 plus your dex modifier plus your monk's level.
Is firing the weapon?
The damage from you take from it is reduced by 1d10 plus your dex mile plus your monk level.
All right. So I'm level 3.
Right. Yep,
Dex
you're
modifier is 3 and a 1d10. So 6 plus 1d10.
Yep. Roll it twice because you got hit twice. All
Oh, yeah,
right.
Which ones were firing the arrows?
What?
Which
It was
ones
just
were firing the.
it was just one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So yes, you managed to catch one of them, but the other one you do not,
All right.
and you take 1 damage from it.
1 damage. So it kind of just scratches me.
Yep, Jojo, it is your turn.
Excellent. Jojo is going to, well, punch the guy on the left with his, oh, actually, I'm going to just whack him over the head with the quarterstaff.
Okay, go. And you trip and fall on your face. Roll 1d4.
Ah,
That sucks.
You take 3 damage, and you are now prone.
Okay.
All right, this guy's gonna try and break out of the grapple. Let's see how he does.
Oh, right.
Nope, not even close.
Oh, do I not need to roll again?
No, you don't.
Took him by surprise anyway.
Yep. All right, this person's going to move up and is going to attack you. All right, did I roll that twice? Yes, I did. All right, both the attacks miss you though. And this one's going to attack you with swords, but he has disadvantage on both of them. Oh! Yeah, even though you had disadvantage, one of them still hits you for 4 damage.
These elves are getting very lucky.
All right. Frederick is going to move, and he is going to attempt to throw his spear. And he manages to clip one for 4 damage.
Jojo yells, "Don't kill them! I think they're the local elves."
All right. Curtis is going to do the same thing. Yes, that is also enough. And he deals 3 damage to one of them. Doc, it is your turn.
I guess heeding sort of what Jojo had said about not killing them, he will sort of twirl around the javelin that he's carrying to the sort of blunt back end, and sort of bash fellow's head that he's holding with non-lethal intent.
All right. You're just
So I'm gonna do just a javelin attack.
Okay.
With advantage because he's grappled.
Yeah. All right. So you're just gonna conk him on the head with the end of your javelin.
Yep.
All right.
And just sort of, he's very responsive to Jojo, who seems to be calling shots at the moment.
Okay. Is that all you're gonna do?
That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay, Cora, your turn.
okay, I'm gonna.
All right. You saw that immediately the scout that was encased in the box actually probed the wall and found out that it was a fake. You realize that these are a little bit smarter than kobolds.
Oh, boo. All right, I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter. Oh, no, this is not 30 feet. All right, I'm gonna cast Hideous Laughter on this one back there.
Okay. Cast it.
Hold up. There we go.
All right. That's a concentration. All right. So, must make a wisdom save or fall prone. Let's see how it does. And your spell save is a 12. It does not do anything. Sorry. You have bonus actions.
I know, and I'm trying to figure out what to do that's not lethal.
Mm-hmm.
Pull a Jack Sparrow. Run up in the middle of everyone, yell, "Stop!"
I'm just gonna back up. I'm gonna back up for now.
All right.
And I'm gonna end my turn right there.
Okay. Scout's turn. Looking at Gerark and is going to fire.
Can I cover him at all?
No.
Alright.
How's he know he's not gonna hit his own dude?
Because he's gonna shoot. Because he's gonna shoot you. All right, Gerark, your armor class is a 12, so both of those hit you for
Alrighty.
19 damage.
Alright, this is stupid.
Some good shooting. Who's shooting at me?
This one. The one in the back.
Hideous laughter on.
Yeah, the hideous laughter didn't work.
Yeah, that stinks.
Yep.
This is starting to kind of confirm my thoughts. Alright, I'm gonna pick myself up real quick and attempt everything again.
That attack did not work.
Alright. One more time. What the crap?
That was a miss, and you fall prone again.
Okay. This is stupid.
Yeah. Roll.
What's going on?
Roll 1d3. I mean 1d4 for damage.
I've been rolling nothing but...
All right, you take 1 damage that time.
It's like I'm just attracted to... It's like I'm attracted to low numbers right now.
Yeah. All right. All right. You feel him. You feel the guy almost about to worm out of your grip, but he's still in it. It's this scout's turn, and he's going to attack you with his short swords.
Gee, if we only had Dunklebeard here, this would already be over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both of those attacks hit you for 8 damage, Jojo.
Just a sec.
No, these are short sword attacks.
Oh, short swords. Never mind.
Yes.
8 damage, you said?
Yes. Yeah. All right, and this guy's going to attempt to attack with his short swords as well, but he has disadvantage. And both of those miss.
All right.
Frederick, it is his turn. He's going to run up, pick up his spear, and he's going to attempt to attack. And is that gonna hit? That one does not hit. Curtis is gonna run up to this one and do the exact same thing. That is a hit. All right, Doc, it is your turn.
Well, all right. Here we are. He sort of, I'm guessing he has a couple of arrows plunged into like his neck or something.
Yeah.
Having sort of clutching this guy. All right. Blood it is. And he's gonna Hulk out and go into a frenzied rage.
All right, you are now raging.
Exchanging his blunt and javelin for his greatsword. He's
Okay.
going to attack twice, stabbing down at the guy that he's grappling.
Okay, go for it. That is a hit. And yes, is this lethal or non-lethal damage?
This is lethal now.
All right, you have decapitated one of them.
Gosh, dang it!
And I'm going to move here to face this guy. Still arrows and bleeding.
Yeah.
He's pretty much severed his like jugular with arrows at this point. And one for you, boy.
And he stabs down at him as well.
Okay, attack.
Not at advantage on this guy.
That is a hit, and you managed to give this guy a really, really good cut on the leg.
Alright.
All right, Cora, it is your turn.
Oof.
We are killing potential allies here.
Keep in mind that, Cora, that you do have bonus actions, also as spells.
Yes, and I'm looking at some of the stuff.
Yeah, Healing
Okay,
Word
I'm
is
gonna use-
Healing Word is a bonus action, and Cure Wounds is a standard action.
Healing Word, I have it in my spell slot, so I always assumed it was just a spell.
Yeah, Cure Wounds is a spell that's a standard action. Healing Word is a spell that's a bonus action. It's like if you look at the stats, it says casting time 1 bonus action. Yeah. Just cast both Healing Word and Cure Wounds. You can do that.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do Healing Word on Doc.
Yeah.
For level 1.
Fantastic.
And then I'm going
That's 5
and then
health
I'm
for
gonna-
him.
Very
to
good.
4 wounds on Jojo.
All right, go for it. All right.
A question for the DM. Because I have Healing Word in my spell slot and it is a free act, and since it's like a bonus action, does that take away from the spell?
Yes, it does take away from your spell slot, so now you're down to 1. Okay. So
Good.
that's pretty much all you can do. It is the scout's turn, and he is going to attempt to try and fight back against Gerark.
This is really, really stupid.
All right. So he manages to hit you both times. Don't you have something like unarmored defense equals 10 plus your dex plus your constitution? Oh, wow. Okay.
Nope, yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, but yeah, you take 7 damage. But it would have
Did you already half it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, I already have it, but yeah, it's like if Cora didn't heal you, you would have been down.
That's true.
Fuck 'em.
But now I'm just angry.
Yep.
Alright.
Jojo, it is your turn.
I think we all are pretty angry now. Alright. So help me.
Wow, yikes. Yeah, neither of those hit.
Like,
Alright. So, Jojo just kind of,
Yeah.
rages,
all
like,
over.
Yeah. These scouts are dodging your attacks pretty easily.
this is stupid. Alright.
All right. well,
Jojo just kind of starts to back out now.
You're going to have to disengage, otherwise that's going to provoke attack of opportunity.
Alright, how much is disengage?
You already used your standard action to attack. You can't disengage.
I can use what you call it? What was it? What was it? Step of the Winds? No, it wasn't Step of the Wind. Oh, why haven't I been using that? Alright, I'm gonna use a key point to take the dodge action this turn.
All right.
I'm gonna use a key point to
That means you get a dexterity bonus to your saving throw. That's not gonna help you.
It's not.
That's not gonna help
doesn't
you.
help me.
No, dodging only helps you if you ever have to make a saving throw.
Movement. Whatever. I'm done. Whatever.
All right. So, did that guy attack? Okay.
No, one of them was dead.
Yeah, one of these guys is headless.
Yeah, one of these guys is headless. This guy is going to attack Jojo with his 2 short swords. And yeah, both of those hit for 13.
I don't really care right now.
No. Alright. This scout is going to attack Curtis. And yeah, both of those hit.
Jojo yells, just disengage, let's head to the cave. These losers can do themselves.
Mm-hmm. Frederick says, really? Okay. Frederick disengages and heads to the cave. As does Curtis. Doc, what are you gonna do?
I am at odds with the nature of what's going on and what's the sensible D&D thing to do here. I just don't think that in a frenzied rage within inches of his life he would run. How does this guy look in front of him?
He's looking fairly bloodied.
Okay. The doc himself looking extremely bloodied, sort of glances over his shoulder to the sort of mouth of the tent to Jojo.
I don't know if I can manage an escape, and every warrior has his place to die.
I don't think this is it, man.
As do you.
And he turns to the elf in front of him, stabbing down.
Okay, roll your frenzied attack.
And this is going to be reckless.
Yeah. Go for it. That does not hit. You did make an attack action, so you can do it a second time.
Yep, he's going to use his frenzied bonus.
Okay, go for it.
Ooh!
Oh.
Okay, what happens is you kind of use the momentum of your missed attack to kind of do a link spin attack, and you hit him right in the chest, twirl him around, and his torso kind of separates from his legs, and one half of the body hits this guy, and the other half of the body hits the other guy. And they're knocked prone.
Do you guys want to surrender yet?
He's going to move to stand over these guys.
Kill 2 of your friends. Your turn now.
And he's just like seething and foaming at the mouth.
Roll intimidate with advantage. Let's see how they do. Yeah, they are looking at the bloody remains of their friend, and they are scrambling to try and run.
They'd have to go back. They'd have to go by me, and they also initiated attack of opportunity, would they not?
Yes. They're gonna try and run. So that one's dead. So Jojo, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna try and conk one of them on the head.
Okay, go for it. That does not hit.
Of course not, because I can't hit anything today.
Where are they? Are they just moving like past Jojo's space and Cora?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're gonna try and move under the tent and just gonna try and run. That one does hit.
So I can take a swipe of opportunity too.
As soon as they begin to move, they look like they want to run. So yeah, that second one hits. Okay, so you conk one of them on the head. He is unconscious. And yeah, the second one is also unconscious.
All right.
All right, encounter over.
Ooh.
All right. I'm a little PO'd. Apparently, elves aren't big on diplomacy. So, I'm going to attempt to search them.
All right, search
Do
him.
that too? Can I do that as
Someone
well?
should probably tend to the doctor, too.
He's sort of scrambling over to the other side of the tent, sort of demorphing. We tried to reason with them.
My gosh. It's like my thing is automatically like designated to roll ones as soon as I roll something. It's like I'm hitting so many lows.
I'm sorry, Gerald. That's just kind of how the dice fall sometimes.
Freaking A, we're
Sorry, Gerald. That's just kind of how the dice falls. That's what happens when you play Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm gonna walk up to Doc and I'm gonna use my last level 1 spell for Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So I tell the doc, hey doc, seeing as how
Ooh,
I'm
that's a nice 10.
That is nice.
yeah. I tell the doc, hey doc, since that unconscious loaf over there had my bad luck currently, you want to give those lessons another try? I mean, might be good practice on you right now.
I'm not sure if I quite feel up to it, but I suppose if we would like to take a few moments.
Well, I certainly could use the break.
Yeah, it's late afternoon. So, are you going to take a short rest, or are you going to try and take a long rest?
We should okay. I think before we start, let me very roughly tie up these two elves right here. We need to discuss some things with them when they wake up.
If we do a short rest and we do the training for Jojo, can I still get the short rest benefits, or does that like spend that time?
If you do the short rest, yes, you will get the benefits. Because a short rest is you do little things like maintain equipment. As long as it's not too strenuous, it counts as a short rest.
Okay. Yeah. I vote short rest.
And
Okay.
I'll play Song of Rest.
Okay, Song
Awesome.
of Rest. Everyone, yeah. In order to regain health, everyone gets an extra 1d6.
All right.
That's so
Oh, no.
nice.
So everyone roll your hit die to see how much health you gain back. Okay, Doc, it's a 10. You get now both of you also roll a 1d6.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not terrible.
So yes, Germo, you regain 10 health back. And Doc, you gain 15 health back.
Oh, God.
I'm back.
All right.
All right.
Make sure you subtract your hit die amount.
All right. So we're also going to do straight intelligence check. This is going to suck.
Yeah.
You might blame it on the doc this time. He's a little hairy
Yeah.
from the battle.
All right.
Right.
Josh, did we have a long rest in between the initial cave raid and when we got back to the fort?
But for the camp raid, yes.
Okay, because I had a missing rage that I was like, did I forget to
Yeah,
put
you
that back up?
Yeah, you forgot to put that back up.
Okay.
But yeah. All right, so it's been about an hour or so, and you see you have tied up the two scouts, and they are, and one of them stirs into consciousness.
Well, good morning, Mr. Grumpy Pants. What on earth was that about?
He looks up and down. It's like, what do you want from us?
We simply wanted to know why you were here outside the Dragon's Horde. We're going in. We're on government business. I tried the diplomatic route, but you just had to tick off the dock. I mean, my gosh, man. He's 10 feet tall and turns into a raging monster. You had to tick him off.
The scout looks at you and says, why couldn't you follow a simple digression? All we asked for you to do was to step out of the tent. Why was that so hard for you?
Really? All we had to do was step outside the tent, even though I explained to you perfectly well, completely unarmed too, all non-lethal attacks, by the way, that we were on government business and we didn't know why you were outside the very hostile, very evil people's tent. Not outside their cave, inside the tent of the people that just ransacked the village just to the, just outside here. All right? They slaughtered thousands of people. You guys are in the scene of their area. Are you allies with them, or are you perhaps potential enemies of theirs?
We're just hunters. We are impartial to whatever conflict you people are about.
Well, that's all you had to say, and we would have left.
Instead, you fired arrows upon me, bringing me within inches of my own life.
No.
Forgive me for becoming angry.
No, we asked you to leave. We asked you, but you decided to make things difficult.
We made things difficult? I explained myself perfectly well. This is all your fault. Those two dead guys right there, that's your fault.
Well, I'm sorry if we don't believe a sketchy catfolk.
Sketchy catfolk. Well then, I suppose this sketchy catfolk can just send you on your way, and you can think about your two dead friends while we go and continue our job.
Yes, you can think about our two dead friends that you murdered.
We murdered? We defended ourselves, sir.
If you don't forget, all we did was fire an arrow at your foot. Your barbarian tiefling friend there is the one who actually attacked.
Yes, and he was using non-full force right up to the point where you filled his neck with arrows.
Yes, and when you actually use physical force and actually attack us, like physically harm us, what are we supposed to think?
Probably what we said we were going to do. My gosh, man.
All right, this is in the past now. Your friends are dead. You're alive. You shall now decide if you shall accompany us, or we leave you here tied up, perhaps to starve.
She's got the look.
We did kill two of their friends. I kind of feel like that deserves, just at least turning them loose.
Very well.
So, all right. Are you going to be any trouble for us if we let you go?
It's like the one guy's looking at you. He's looking at his dead friends.
That's on you, bro.
I claim responsibility for their murders. If you have qualm, take it up with me.
Hey, they made you angry, bro.
I concur.
That's it. The scout looks at you and says, I will not attack you, but do not think that my superiors will not take this offense lightly.
So you're saying it would be unwise to let you go?
Well, if we don't report back, then there's a search party likely to be sent for us. And if they find our dead corpses here,
We weren't going to kill you. We were thinking more along the lines of taking you to meet the governor and having him explain things.
and the scout shrugs and says, "Do whatever you want."
All right, well, what do you guys want to do?
I say we leave them tied. They shall remain here, leave them rations should they need until we return out of the cave.
All right. One question. You guys are scouting. Why were you all in the tent?
They're looking for supplies.
Yeah, the scout rolls his eyes. Oh gee, there are a whole bunch of tents around here, and there was a battle, and there were sounds of battle, and there was blood and burning tents. Gee, why would a hunter ever investigate something like that?
Fair enough. But why were you all four in the same tent?
Safety in numbers.
Supplies. And our eyes looking in the same place.
Are there any supplies in here?
We don't know. We weren't able to check much until you attacked us.
Hey. Fair enough, sir. We're going up against cultists and dragons, and you're in their camp. We had reason to believe that you were hostile.
Oh yes, and we had no reason to believe that you were hostile. People who appeared in the camp as it was burning. Yes. Oh, we were so wrong about you.
And basically what you're saying is everyone acted understandably, though tried to do the right thing?
Yes, and we're the ones well, you could say that, but we're the ones that ended up with 2 dead people.
And whose exactly fault is that?
We're going in circles.
I guess we are.
They don't seem to know anything about the dragons. I say we leave them and be on our way.
Honestly, I think for diplomacy's sake, they're probably gonna get out.
Are you telling me you would like to execute them?
No! Let them go! I'd say just let them go. If they actually do have some guys, it would at least smooth things over. Alright? We weren't trying to make enemies here, we were actually trying to just find out who they were.
I trust your judgment if you think it's sound. I only want what's best for the group.
Alright. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Alright? Now, you can do whatever you want. You can go back to your guys, you can bury your friends here. Alright? Just next time, think friendlier thoughts when you see us, okay? Because, we have a Gerark.
The scout just looks at you in seething hatred as they pick up the parts of their friends.
My freaking gosh.
Well, that escalated.
No kidding! We explained to them that they're surrounded. They're inside of an enclosed, bottled up tent. The only reason they didn't go down, as quickly as they should have is because we were incredibly unlucky.
Shall we head towards the mouth of the cave?
Aye, Captain. We should go towards the edge of the cave.
All right. That's like Curtis and Frederick says, Frederick actually holds out a potion. Jojo, you might want this.
Oh. What is it?
It's a healing potion.
Oh. Jojo takes it and is like, thank you. All right, he drinks it.
All right, that is a 2d4 plus 2.
Six.
All right, you gain 6 health back.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There always has to be a 1 in one of my rolls.
Hey, you did say you wanted to be the bad luck character. Just saying.
But I'm not even in disadvantage. What is going on here?
Well, Germo, it's like if you gotta be able to play it. You gotta be able to play role. You gotta be able to role play bad luck when it happens to you, not just when it's convenient for you. Anyways, let's see. So yes, you head towards the cave. All right. I'm gonna have to ask you to roll perception. Maybe like an hour or so.
Perception.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Now I get a high roll.
Oh, shoot. Well, they're both bad.
Yeah.
From the last session where I had that nat 1 perception. This makes up for it.
I had something in my eye.
Yeah. All right.
My eyes!
All right, so you look around and you see that there are 2 figures heading deeper into the cave.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
2 figures.
Can I see what they are? Jojo has dark vision.
Roll perception. Yeah, they appear to be like high-ranking cultist members.
So I'm seeing some high-ranking cultist members. So how do I know they're high-ranking cultist members? They just got really pretty robes.
Yeah, nice, pretty uniforms.
All right, cultists with nice, pretty uniforms. Which
And holds out her bottle of poison. Should we poison the meat now?
I would say hold off on preparation with the meat. We might need to divide up the utility.
Shall we scout forward a bit before we begin to plan, or should we decide now?
I'd say scout a little bit first. We don't exactly know anything about what we're going up against right now.
I have no more healing spells.
Alright.
Cautiously.
All right. Right. You enter through, and this is the entrance to the cave is very broad and tall, but the ceiling quickly lowers to a. And
I wonder how the big dragon gets in through here.
I've heard tell some dragons can transform themselves.
I suppose that makes sense, but I mean, it's awful inconvenient to have to, use up magic every single time you want to go in through your front door.
Very true.
yeah, continuing on.
Yeah, how long does that perception check, bless me with the ability to tell what's around me? So, I mean, I do have, the really good eyes. I do have dark vision, so I mean, not exactly bright as daylight inside here, but I can definitely
All
see.
right. All right. Make another perception check.
All of us? Is that for all of us, DM?
Yes. All right. Let's see how these guys do. All right. You see one of the figures hiding in a little alcove above you.
Like, alcove, like, the ceiling is really high up.
Yeah, a little bit. It's about 15 feet in the air, but yes, you do see one of them hiding.
All right. So I making sure my gloves are on. I touch Gerark on the shoulder and Cora, and I kind of quietly, nudge them back. It's like, so it seems there's kind of an ambush spot set up just ahead of us. It seems to be just one guy, but he might be a spellcaster or something like that.
Where did everyone go? You're behind this pole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a little alcove. If we put on our disguises, we might be able to just go past him without him really caring, but he might be keeping count of the people who goes in and out of this cave. So, I mean, considering the camp back there is abandoned, it might still draw attention if we go by him.
Is it of interest to you to leave these cultists unharmed?
Well, I mean, I'm not opposed to really hurting, but I mean, I do have a policy of not killing unless it's absolutely necessary. Plus, my fighting style is catered towards, disabling my foe and rendering them unconscious and doing mental damage and psychological damage versus actually killing. It would take an entire different set of training style to do anything else.
Do you
Or raise
apply
your
this?
hand. Ability spell if one of you wants to go in further without being detected.
I could use that to perhaps, maybe render this individual unconscious. Do we want to just sneak past this guy or incapacitate him?
I favor the former. I think that's a wonderful idea, Cora.
All right. If you invisibility me, I would get in a good couple of chances to knock him unconscious before he did anything.
Right, I will do that.
Shall I, Doc holds his hand out to Jojo. Shall I assume your misfortune for the moment?
That would probably be wise if you're okay with it. Probably best to head back into the cave. If you accidentally slip on something and make noise, we want to minimize the amount of noise it's actually made.
We're behind like a little rock right now, right though?
Yeah.
So we can just chill here.
Yep.
All right. So Jojo takes his glove and is like, high five, man.
Doc takes his glove off as well. He has a surgical kind of glove to his hand. High five, as it were.
All right. So Jojo gives him a high five, and it's like, all right, Cora, hit me up with that, that juju.
You have 1 hour.
All right.
All right.
Jojo.
So Jojo is now invisible.
And stealth?
Yeah, you have to roll advantage on this stealth.
Oh. Got it.
All right.
All right.
All right. You're able. All right. So, are you heading towards the alcove?
Yeah, I'm gonna just go a little bit past the alcove, just a tiny bit.
So
The alcove
what do I
is the alcove is to the south.
the south. All right.
Yeah.
So looking, what do I see over here? What is this? A cliff?
Yeah, there's a cliff and there's some stairs.
All right. I'm gonna just peek over the cliff real quick. I'm invisible, but do I see anything down there?
Roll perception.
Ooh.
Yeah, make sure you turn off advantage for that.
Mm-hmm. Still,
What?
it was my first roll.
Yep, I know. I always take the first roll, but, you know. Alright. Alright, so it's the cliff, it's about a 10-foot drop, and to your right, broad steps are roughly honed into a natural stone ramp, and you look down and you kind of see fungus.
Fungus.
Yes, like
All right.
cave fungus.
I'll make a note of that. That could be a trap. I'm not sure. All right, so Jojo's going to make his way over
Yeah,
here. Where's
and
the guy?
also you look on the trap. Also, you look on the stairs and you see a trap.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll be sure to let my buddies know about that one. I'll probably take the cliff instead of the stairs, since I have a climb speed.
Yeah.
All right, so where's the guy? Do I see him?
Yes. He actually sees you and one of them actually sees you and jumps down.
All right, I'm gonna just, attack real quick. Wait, I'm invisible. How does he see me?
Perception check.
All right, well, I'm gonna just hit him real quick.
Both of you are gonna have to roll initiative.
All right.
Even if he's invisible?
Yeah, even though he's invisible. Guys, do you remember when I said that two Ornate guys at the beginning saw you move further into the camp, into the cave? They saw you.
Plus D&D invisible just isn't that invisible.
Yeah.
All right.
But you
So
do get a move first though.
All right, so I hit him.
All right, attack. That is a hit.
All right. I'm gonna spend a key point and punch him twice.
Okay.
Kucha! Kucha!
Right. You managed to conk him pretty good, but he is not down. And now the second. All right, and it is now his turn.
All right.
Come on, work with me. Okay. All right. Both of those hit you, and you get a total of 10 damage. He attacks with a scimitar.
Okay.
All right. All right, and then a second one drops down.
Ooh.
Okay. Wait a minute. Isn't there like a mischance for invisible?
Not if he sees you. And that's 3.5 journal. It's like, and it's because you attacked, your invisibility is now gone.
Got it.
All right. So, it is your turn, Jermo. What are you gonna do?
All right. Jojo is going to disengage and make a tactful retreat.
All right.
Just gonna run over here.
All right.
So.
Okay,
not
Doc.
giving away-
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Doc and Cora, roll your initiatives.
Initiative, hang on one sec.
Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to click that twice. My roll 20 was like lagged. I'll take the first one.
Yep. Always take the first one. Yeah, you got very low initiative rolls.
Gosh.
But they don't see you guys. They don't see you guys yet. So.
They know you're there. They saw you enter the cave, as I said
Yeah,
before.
But do they know that he's hiding behind the rock?
It's just when the angle that they're gonna the angle that you ran at, they're gonna see him.
They could roll a stealth check to stay hidden, though, couldn't they?
When my turn comes, maybe. Maybe too late. Oh, that guy rolled pretty. Okay. Oh, they rolled pretty low.
All right. All right, Cora, it is your turn. What are you gonna do?
Cast Bardic Inspiration on Jojo. Give him some
Okay.
help.
Right.
Okay, you can inspire another creature. That's a bonus action.
Let's see. Because I can't see where the skies are, honestly. It's just dark.
It's dark.
I don't know where they are and how. Yes, I don't know where they are or how far away they are. There we go. Screen just went over for a second. Can I do a to just like try to stay hidden?
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll a stealth to actually be hidden.
Well, that's
Roll it.
dead. I didn't.
All right.
Oh, there we
Let's
go.
see. All right. It is now the Dragon Claw's turn.
They're
He-
named after our old house.
All right. And he is going to walk up to Dr. Gerark and he's going to attempt to attack him.
Okay.
All right. Let's see how he does. So yeah, both of those hit you, but they're very, very weak slashes. You only take 4 damage. Yeah.
Okay. Noted.
All right. It is now your turn, Doc.
Hit him where it hurts.
All right. I'm unlucky, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
disadvantage.
All right. Well, I'm going to. I guess like I imagine he sort of like rounds the rock to see me standing there and just like slashes out at me. And in response, the doc's just gonna sort of spring out an arm and try to just take him by the throat in a grapple.
Okay. Roll your strength check with disadvantage.
Oops. Sorry, I clicked twice again. My roll 20 is really laggy right now.
All right.
10's not bad.
He nat 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you kind of slip via the bad luck, but your arm just kind of shoves it. Your arm just kind of shoves into his neck as you both hit the ground.
Imagine just like Gerark just like falls over, just like whoops, and it just stabs his.
Yeah. You grappled and you just kind of fell on him because you slipped on some damp rock. So yeah, he is technically grappled.
All right, and then Doc will just look over his shoulder to Jojo. What shall become of him?
I ain't leaving you hanging. I'm back. I thought they might. I was hoping you guys would get like an advantage or something from being hidden.
No, he wasn't hidden.
I didn't. I thought they were. That's why I ran.
Yeah.
I was going to try and lead them into a trap, but it didn't work out that way.
Yeah. Because you didn't say they didn't roll stealth to actually, hide. But anyways,
Yeah, that's my turn.
the Dragon Claw is going to move next to Cora and is going to attack her.
Well, I'm dead.
Ooh.
Just kill him back.
The first attack does not hit you, but the second one does. You take 2 damage.
Oh, wow. These things are not strong.
Not smart either, because clearly they should know they're not strong.
All right, Cora, it is your turn.
I'm gonna throw one of my daggers at this guy right here.
Go for it.
Dagger.
So glad we got those daggers.
That is a miss.
Ah, no.
All right, Jojo, it
One of
is.
my 3 daggers.
Oh wait, hang on. Well, that's your standard attack. Are you gonna do anything else?
Am I allowed to move back, or will that provoke?
You can
That will
shoot
provoke-
a half step, right?
No. But
I think you can disengage as a bonus action.
No, disengaging is a
Already
standard
did that.
action. Disengage is a standard action.
What am I talking about? I was thinking you were a rogue for some.
Yeah.
I was being racist to Kenku. Like, you're a rogue, man.
All right.
Don't know what else I can do, so because if I move back, I provoke an attack of opportunity. So
All right. So, Dragon Claw is going to.
Wait, I thought it was my turn.
Oh yeah, it is your turn. Sorry, Jojo.
All right. Jojo is like, oh, didn't mean to leave my guys behind. Runs back in and is like, all right, guys, lights out. And he tries to hit both of them over the head.
Go for it.
You have
That is
advantage
it.
on the. You have advantage on the grappled guy.
Yeah, you have advantage on the grappled guy.
All right. So, and now I'll roll for the grapple.
Both of those hit. One of them. Yep, you. Okay, it's lights out for the grappled guy,
All right.
and for the non-grappled guy, yeah, he's still conscious.
All right. Cool. I think it's now Gerark's turn because I think the 4 was the grappled guy.
Yeah, it's Dr. Gerark's turn. Yeah, you're gonna have to expend your move action to stand up, but you're already next to him, so that's a moot point. Yeah, that one.
Okay, well, I'll just do a non-lethal butt of the javelin to the guy who's still up.
Okay, go for it.
And am I still unlucky?
What did you for my
He's not-
bad luck?
Yes, you are still unlucky.
So, was it? No, I wouldn't know that.
That is a hit, and yeah, it's like you stand up, but you slip on you slip on it again. But this time you manage to catch yourself, but your arm just kind of swings and smacks the guy on the side of the head.
Gunk.
It's okay. You'll get the hang of it.
Is he conscious?
He's still conscious. Barely, but he is still conscious.
Dear, is this what your day-to-day life is? I don't
Pretty
envy you,
much.
my friend.
Pretty much. I as a free action, I tell the guy, you can just fall down and play unconscious, and we won't think less of you.
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
please tell me that works.
Wow, not having bad luck is awesome. Alright.
He kind of falls to the ground and mutters, "I know nothing."
I was like, alright. Well, because he was so polite, let us just, tie them up and make sure that they can't hurt anyone.
You're so polite, I will not take anything off your person.
Yep. Alright, so
Unless it's a potion, because we need potions. Do you have potions?
alright. So we tie them up to the leg, just leave them there, I guess.
I can't believe that actually worked.
I know! Alright, I definitely have my bad luck.
That's playing the
Yes.
game right there.
Yeah. So Jojo, So Jojo, you have your you do have your bad luck back.
So, what was it like being me for a few minutes, Mr. Gerark?
I did not enjoy myself. I'm a klutz as it is. No need for
Apparently-
that.
Apparently they didn't.
What?
I only got 2 damage.
No. Alright,
Alright.
yeah, so. What are you gonna do now?
By the way, guys, I scouted ahead just a tiny bit. There's a trap on some stairs over there. You might want to try and avoid them.
I noted. DM question. Can I roll a stealth so I can stay hidden, or is that not a go?
You can roll stealth. You can roll stealth, but it will dissipate after a little bit. To use the figure, to use a figure of speech.
Just remind us to re-roll it when it becomes relevant to re-roll it again.
Okay. All right. So.
So,
Oh yes. Also, I neglected to mention Jojo. That. Oh wow, that's a good stealth roll. You definitely dodge out of the way of where Dr. Gerark slipped.
I'm gonna step in that.
All right. Yeah.
So
Yes. You make a mental note to watch out for damp stone.
Is this where the trap is, right here?
No.
That's the cliff.
It's on the steps.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I see.
Yes. So
Yes.
I'm going
Yes.
to, I'm going to take the cliff face.
All right. So yeah, you know what you're doing. So you're just gonna climb down because you're a cat
Yeah.
person.
Yep. All right. So
How high is this cliff?
10 feet.
you guys want to just hop down?
Yeah, Doc will leap down.
Roll an athletics check.
Can I assist? Because I'm at the bottom. I mean, I can help them climb down.
How would you help him climb down?
I mean, I'm at least 5 foot tall. I'd be able to take at least 5 feet off of that by acting as a set of stairs. Step down onto my shoulders type deal.
You sure you want all 300 pounds of Dr. Gerark on you?
I mean, he's not jumping down on me. As long as he's not jumping down on top of me.
Yeah, you're gonna
I'll
have to roll a strength check to maintain Dr. Gerark's weight.
Oh, this is gonna be so bad.
All right, so you want help?
Do I roll anything? Or
Doc. You roll an athletics.
All right.
Of course.
Oh, yeah,
Just
Dr.
kinda falls
Gerark.
on top of Joe.
Yeah, you kind of don't see Jojo at the bottom because his black coat is camouflaging too much, and you land on him. Roll
That's a
one
boot to the face.
roll 1d4.
Me or
Jojo. You take 2 damage.
I tried.
sorry, friend.
It's okay.
It's a little bit clumsy from the bad luck I see.
I just saw this huge mountain coming down on top of me, and I knew I was done for.
Can I do the same procedure for Cora?
Yes, Cora. Yes, Cora. Roll in athletics.
You better
No,
have that.
I have a climb thing. I'm that tumbling pool thing for.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
so
remember
she can just come
we
down.
had this discussion before. I could just climb down.
Yeah, as a bonus action, you can tumble. Yeah, that is true. Okay, so yeah, you just climb down very easily.
Daintily this little bird just daintily climbs down, just looks at the two of them on the ground and be like, "Need I remind you, I have no healing spells left, so please try not to kill yourselves before we see the dragons."
Yeah, I'm kind of hurting too.
It becomes a bit more difficult not to get ourselves killed when we're trying not to kill them. I should say.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but God, I miss the dwarf.
Oh. I missed him the instant he was gone.
We certainly could use his assistance.
Got the magic rod. You're gonna have ultimate healing powers.
So, what's the deal with the moss down here?
It's. You take a close look at it, and it appears to be like a weird purple fungus.
Yeah, Mr. Doctor, sir. You know anything about this fungus down here? It's kind of funny looking.
I have a nature check. Can I use that?
Yes.
Yes, you ought to. These natural things are not my forte.
Yeah. You look at the color and you realize that those are violet fungus, and they are violent fungus.
Violent and violet. Okay, this is a violent fungus. So, especially you, Jojo, who is low on health, don't touch.
Huh.
To avoid the violet fungus.
I'm seeing things
That-
just up ahead.
That is.
That's the violent fungus.
Yes, that is the fungus.
Huh. So, do they look like they have like a reach?
They do have little tentacles on them.
All right. How long do those
Away.
tentacles seem?
They seem like they could reach about 10 feet.
All right. Well,
Then we are well out of reach.
so
This is
as long
fun.
as we don't, we're gonna have to go
Up the wall.
this way to stay out of reach.
Whoa. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes. The
All right,
thing is,
well-
it's like if you didn't notice the Soul Eater 51291 donated $20. What did you say, Soul Eater? Have fun. Try not to die too quickly. They're already well on their way to not having that happen. All right, but yes. So yeah, if you guys didn't notice the trap, what would happen is the stairs would kind of immediately shift into a slide, and you'd fall right into the fungus.
Oh, lovely.
Oh.
You know what? I'm kind of voting that we take a break. You know, sit down, get some catch some air. Maybe head back to the entrance and take a full rest, because I am hurting. I don't think I'd be able to handle myself against, anything really.
Why not?
Set up a bit of a campfire at the mouth of the cave.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Cora?
Idea.
We will have to ascend the wall again. Perhaps we just nestle right here underneath the cover of the wall.
Roll perception.
I'm gonna roll perception. Wow, I'm not doing terrible with that.
Wow.
I rolled the best perception.
Yes. Jojo, your cat eyes see that, this little nook right here is it seems to, there's a little nook right here that appears to go a little further into a small little hole. Yeah, and there's also a fairly large rock that you next to it that you can use to sort of block entrance.
Huh. Why don't we hide in this, block it up with a rock? No one would see us then. We could probably get a good couple hours of rest in here, and no one would even notice we came past here.
Probably. Well,
That works for me.
Gerark, who's the strongest one out there, and I go, can't
Well,
lose that.
We'd obviously have to take turns, but I wonder if we should probably take those cultists into the hole with us, because I'm not sure it would be a good idea if anyone tripped on them, while we were resting.
I'm not particularly-
They're at the top of the cliff. We would have to climb up the cliff to bring them down here.
I agree. I'm not also particularly keen to bring them into a small, enclosed area with us.
How long
Remember,
does your...
Ron is still technically conscious.
True. I could get up there fairly easily with actually no problem. Perhaps I could hide them in some way, cover them in dirt.
Are we trying to do a long rest here?
Well, then again, there was the alcove. We didn't stick them in the alcove, did we?
Left them there.
I could just go back and stick them in the alcove real quick.
Hi.
Sound good?
Sure. Sounds fine
Alright.
to me.
I'll leave them some food too. So I go back up the wall to the cultists.
Alright, you go back up to the cultists and you see... Where are they?
They're gone.
Nope.
Oh, Mr. Frederick.
Yeah, Frederick and Curtis are in there. It's like, hey, we heard sounds of fighting, and then we found these things, and we figured that you had your way with them. Do you want us to deal with these?
If you'd mind, just throw them in the tent outside. We'd like to have a nice chat with them. They were very polite, hostile people.
They both give you looks.
It's a long story. Just throw them in the tent. Maybe if they give you trouble and decide to be impolite, then of course look after your own needs first. But if they continue to behave, then
It's like Curtis just blinks twice and says, "You're a very strange person."
I am. So, Mr. Cultists, you going to behave for? You'll probably get out of this alive if you behave.
One of them's unconscious. The other one's just constantly muttering, "I know nothing."
I think you have your answer.
They just kind of shrug. Like it's like, I swear, these people, these adventurers, just weird things just happen around them.
All right. So Jojo heads back. All right. So they're taken care of. Let's take a nap.
All right. Is this a short rest or a long rest?
Oh, what do you guys want to do? I think we should do the long one.
All right. Keep in mind that if you do the long rest, there is a potential for an encounter.
Well, as long as someone keeps watch about halfway through, who's gonna keep watch first?
Well, the thing with that is that in order for us to all get a full long rest, the watch.
Well, who's like closest to full health?
I'm pretty well off.
Yeah, I'm only 2 points under.
All right, I'm like at a third.
All right.
So
that's a little metagamey, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. So, okay, I'm really right now. I need at least a full cat nap.
No. It's like what you're supposed to do, Germo, is say, what is it? On a scale of 1 to 24, I'm about an 8.
Okay.
I kind of set you up for that little joke.
All right.
That's usually the best way to circumvent metagaming. It's like.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 4.
No, that's even worse.
No, it's like how much HP do you have? No, you're not allowed to say that. It's how hurt are you? On a scale of 1 to 24, I'm at about an 8. I think I'm at about an 8.
All right.
Noted.
All right.
Noted.
That's a little tip for also everyone in the audience to circumvent a DM that doesn't let you metagame.
All right. All right.
It's like what? It's what my character would say.
All right.
So how do we handle like the watching situation though? For like if we want to do a long rest, is it just assumed that some of us are watching during the time?
Yes.
So, all right.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
Hit dice.
Yeah. Okay, a long rest you can perform. So you can sleep or perform like a activity: reading, talking, eating, or standing watch for no more than 2 hours.
All right. So, I'm gonna take a nap and then ask Gerark for some basic first aid lessons again.
He's asleep.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll think on his lessons while I'm sleeping.
All right, give me 1 second to see it.
Dream of me, Jojo.
I'll sleep on the lessons.
Okay, gonna roll something. Okay, that's all right.
Just a 7. Not
All
the
right.
worst intelligence roll I've done.
All right,
but
next. What is it? Next rotation for watch.
All right.
Watch.
All right. How much health am I getting back for this?
All of it.
All of it.
Oh,
That's what a long rest does.
that is beautiful. And do I have to spend hit points?
No.
Hit dice?
No.
Your hit dice are restored too.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Mm-hmm.
All right. So everyone at full now?
Yes.
All right.
Yay.
Nothing happened.
Well, did anything happen?
No, it's like basically I had to roll like 4. I rolled 4 times, and no, you did not come across a random encounter.
All right.
So yeah, you got pretty
Jojo-
lucky there.
Jojo kind of gets up, yawns, like, good nap, let's go.
So yeah, you feel a little more prepared for this.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go in.
All right.
Onward!
Who here?
The wall. We
Cora.
don't want to like get caught by the.
Yeah. Careful. The thing has
Yeah.
10
pretty
feet
good
in
reach.
range. Well, there's no way to
So-
get past it without coming within 10 feet.
There's a slot. There's a slot here.
Yeah.
There's a slot right here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll an acrobatics check in order to shimmy, to make sure the fungus don't get you.
Okay.
If I go 10 feet up the wall, I'd be getting an additional 10 feet of distance. How high up does the wall go?
It doesn't. You're gonna climb on the wall itself.
I very easily could do that.
Spider.
You are a bit that. Well, the thing is that this is a severe sheer wall. Climb a wall with very few handholds. Okay, so yeah,
I have a climb speed.
Well, yeah, you do have a climbing speed, but that assumes a decent set of handholds.
All right.
So yeah, you are going to have to make an athletics check, but it's going to be very, very low.
Okay.
That is way more than enough.
All right. I am just.
So yeah, you're just kind of climbing up. You're just like climbing along the wall, and you climb over Dr. Gerark as he's trying to shimmy across.
Spider cat. Spider cat.
Does anything that a spider cat does.
Yep.
Okay.
Come on, you can do it.
All right.
How's that 10 looking for me?
The 10 is.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
I'm
that is
gonna-
enough.
All right.
Cora, I'm gonna have to
I see.
ask you to roll an acrobatics as well.
Don't let me die, don't let me die, don't let me
Yes. Yeah. Yes. You managed to shimmy across too. The violet fungus tries to slap you as you get across, but it stops mere inches before your face, and you're just kind of like shimmying a little faster after that.
I don't want to die, don't want to die, don't want to die, don't want to die. Ah!
All right. I just rolled a perception check to take a look down this way. Do I see anything?
Yes, you do, in fact. Give me a second,
like-
gotta move things over. You hear high-pitched chirps coming from the ceiling.
I look up.
Poor stealth.
Am I seeing bats?
You're seeing bats.
I'm seeing bats. How big are these bats?
Pretty big. Well,
Alright, I'm gonna resume my
not monstrous, but yeah, these are adult bats.
All right.
Rolling my stealth.
I'm going to assume. So, do these look like, you know, natural bats, like animals, or like they're probably not neutral?
You look around, but you do see something else among them, and it looks very. They don't look hostile. But you do see a couple creatures littered among the bats that look like this. Come on.
I take it I'm going to need to re-roll my stealth check just to make sure I'm still hidden.
No!
That looks disgusting. All right, so Jojo goes.
Out of character, it reminds me of those things from Labyrinth that just take off their heads and throw.
Yeah, but
That's
yeah.
what it reminds me of.
So I just re-rolled my stealth just to make sure I'm
I
still
rerolled
hidden.
mine and I failed.
Oh, did you roll stealth now?
All right, well, I'm
Okay.
actually up front, so I go back to these guys. It's like, all right, so we've got bats up there. Also, some really creepy-looking things that don't look like bats hanging on the ceiling.
Okay, so yeah, Cora trips a little bit, but the bats don't seem. They seem to stir a little bit, but they don't seem to want to swoop down and attack you. It's just more like they're acknowledging your presence.
All right, so they don't seem.
I need to roll some stealth then. All right, let's see.
Yeah, they don't seem hostile, but
Yeah.
all right. So what do you guys want to do? There's definitely something up there that's not normal.
There's a couple of them.
Yeah.
Well, we do have the meat, and I have my bottle. I have 2 bottles of poison. I could use one of them to poison the meat. We can give it to the things that
I wouldn't waste the poison on these. I would first see whether or not they're carnivores. Take a tiny bit of the meat, and I'd say this is just my suggestion. You can still do the poison thing if that's what we decide on. But I would suggest taking a tiny bit of the meat and throwing it in the opposite side of the room and shimmy across the wall the other way and see what they do to the actual smelly meat. If they're hungry and carnivorous, they'll go for the meat because it's really stinky meat.
Is there a scenario where we simply sneak past?
This to me, I'm pretty sure they know we're here.
Yeah, they know you're there, but they don't seem to be interested.
So, if we're gonna get close, I'd at least want them interested in something else while we're going by. What do you think?
Bag, right?
Yes. Shall I procure a portion of it?
Let's see what they do with like some meat first.
Just a tiny little handful. They do. Just where are you gonna throw it?
Hands out, Jojo. I'll allow you to place the meat. Sort of reach into the bag and.
You pull out a little bit of the. It's like as you pull out the meat, you realize it's got a little bit of a film on it now.
Yep.
Lovely. All right.
And it smells pretty putrid.
All right. So Jojo takes the meat and throws it over here.
All right. The bats seem very disinterested.
All right. Well, we all see that. So, well, maybe they don't. Maybe my party doesn't because they don't have night vision. But
I have dark vision.
You have dark vision? All right. Cora just doesn't. All right. So they don't seem at all interested in it. So they might not be hungry. Let's just be very quiet and respectful as we go by.
All right. And continue with your stealth rolls. Yeah, they acknowledge your presence, but they don't seem startled in any way.
All right. Let's just nice and slow. Don't mind us.
Yeah.
We're friendly. We're friendly people. We're just Going by.
All right. You come to the area of the cave and you see a fork in the road. 3 areas you can go.
All right.
We're definitely not splitting up.
Oh my gosh, Jermo, it's like.
I don't know.
Why is it that when you're under the influence of your bad luck, you get good rolls, but when you're not under the influence of your bad luck, you get bad rolls?
I don't know. It's the Jojo paradox.
It's the Jojo paradox. It's like, no, you have to have some sort of bad luck.
Or at least the guy to bad luck. All right. So, Jojo kind of just looks over this cliff thing.
All right,
Does he see anything?
Yeah, each of those little, you see 2 little floor drops, and they're both about 10 feet.
Are those going up or down?
Down.
They look like they're going down.
And yeah, you smell something very, very, just like this pungent aura of something rotting.
I think I know where the dragons are.
It smells like, you know, like sweat. It smells like waste, like animal waste.
Cora, I'm just a novice here. I have done some reading, mostly fairy tales and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure, would you mind converting this putrid smell? This is probably dragon stench I'm smelling.
And out quite a bit. What was that?
Yeah, I'm smelling something. I think it's dragon stench. What do you think it is?
You roll your perception to identify.
Okay.
Yeah, to identify.
Wouldn't she also use knowledge nature?
Do knowledge nature. It smells like poop. Whatever it is, it's a waste dump.
So this over here,
and the thing is that Jojo, it's like through the darkness, you do see a couple glints of metal.
Glints of metal.
Yes.
All right. This is like, you know, like I'm gonna just kind of climb down just a tiny bit. So, can I tell what the metal is?
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Yeah, you're gonna have to roll another perception for that. Yeah. The glints of metal don't seem like anything valuable. It's like you look at one and it appears to be like a belt buckle.
So, and I'm assuming I can see the back end of this room over here. It doesn't seem to go anywhere.
Yeah, it's all you see is just a bunch of, you know, like broken pottery, rotted baskets, mouse-chewed rope, and discarded clothes, worn boots, tattered books, cracked lamps. It's just a junkyard.
Well, I don't think there's actually anything worth getting down there. What do you think? The north route or the south route?
the stairwell looks interesting.
All right. Cora,
Can I roll like a perception of this of the direction that Gerark is looking at?
Say what?
She wants to roll perception. I think she's technically checking
Direct-
for traps.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are these
direct-
stairs going down?
Yes, those stairs are going down.
Down is good.
Waiting on a confirmation on the perception check. Yes or no?
Yeah, go for the perception check.
Dun, 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 dun.
You see.
I'll give it a shot. No, I didn't do much better. How about you, Gerark?
Yes.
Alright. we don't know it.
Still the
Alright, so you see at the base of these steeply descending steps, a curtain hangs across the passage. It is made of hundreds of heavy leather strips, each about the width of a human hand. The strips are fixed to the ceiling and are long enough to drag on the floor. The curtain extends from wall to wall, and the leather comes from a variety of local animals and is very badly cured. The curtain is several layers thick with no gaps. You can't see through it at all.
At least there have been like something at least humanoid down there in order to make a curtain.
You want to take a peek at the upper place too?
And do that too.
Sounds all right to me.
All right. Before we make our decision, let's see whether or not the other way looks more.
Am I okay with that, DM?
Yeah. Okay, perception, and Doc, your perception. Wow. very. All y'all suck. All right, so
I see like a stairwell and 2 more routes. It's getting kind of labyrinthy over here.
Yep, it is. That's why I turned on the the advanced fog of war.
All right. So the
s-
other.
Yep.
So I'm thinking the other way might be easier.
It is the road. It seems to be the road more traveled if they have a curtain over there.
So what do you do?
At the same time, that also means there's more likely that there's somebody down there. However, with the other one, there might be nothing up there, but at the same time, there could be something that's less humanoid.
True.
Feel like
It's
fighting
far
something
less
that's
likely
not
the
humanoid.
dragon is in the tiny hole as opposed to the big hole over here.
Probably, you're right.
So
All in favor for going south?
I'm voting south because smaller things are easier to kill than bigger things.
Front.
I concur.
We go down the steps.
All right. I'm because of my saves. Because of my cat-like reflexes. I'm going to go down first.
Another stealth check.
Yeah.
We should probably, yeah.
All right.
Holy crap!
Yep.
Much better.
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna peek. I'm gonna use my actual. Can I like?
All right.
with that
I'm gonna have to Jojo. Make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Saving throws. Do I just roll straight dexterity?
A dexterity saving throw.
You might be proficient.
Yeah. It's in the little box labeled saving throws.
Can I use my my key to give me a dodge bonus?
Yes. If you so desire.
I should probably do that.
Yes.
All right. Key, dodge saving bonus. To unarmored defense? No.
A dexterity. It's at the top left.
Okay.
All right.
22.
Fantastic. So, what happens is you try to touch. As soon as you move to touch the curtain, you feel something. You gently touch it, so you actually feel something very sharp, and you quickly pull your hand away before it actually pierces your skin.
Okay. What the heck Like, how did it try to pierce my skin?
You realize that on closer inspection, you realize that there are very, very tiny, imperceptible barbs on the curtain.
Okay, I take my staff and try to part the curtain gently with the staff instead.
Yes, you may do that.
Right. What do I see inside the room?
All right. The smell of old blood assaults your nose. The floor is covered with dried puddles of it. 4 floor-to-ceiling columns are spaced across the chamber, and chains have been strung up between them like a clothesline. Animal carcasses hang on hooks from the chains. You see gutted and skinned antelope, deer, goats, what might be big cats, and even a few small bears. Some of this meat has been here for a while, but the smell is a reliable indicator.
I'm assuming that the meat might not help us out as much as I thought it might. Clearly they have enough
more of the
food.
same.
Clearly the stuff down here has enough. Alright, so I whisper back to Gerark. So I'm like, don't touch the cloth by the hair. It's kind of booby trapped with tiny little barbs. Use something to move it aside. Also, lots of dead things in there. Not like people or anything, just animal stuff. I'm guessing this is the larder.
Probably.
I kind of try to like lean out and peek down this way. What do I see?
It's still more of the same. More puddles and more hooks. Roll an insight.
Right.
Yeah.
11?
Whatever it is, you're pretty sure that this place was used to make food for the dragons. Or the kobolds.
Alright. So, yeah, I think this is the larder.
Yep. Okay.
Alright. So, this ends up being a dead end. Do you want to search the room down here? It's pretty much, it's pretty empty room. I don't know, besides the dead animals and stuff. Do we want to search? Should we search the room?
Yes. Roll investigation.
Everyone roll investigation. Nice.
Nice. Ooh.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, let's see how you guys fare against the loot game. All right, fantastic. So, all right. So, Jojo, you start looking around. So, Jojo, you start looking around and you find. You start searching on this table and you open one of the drawers and you find 75 pieces of copper.
And just like that, I'm able to pay back that shopkeeper.
Should I add that in, or are we going to redistribute this later?
Oh, yes. And also, you find 25 pieces of silver.
Oh! Now I can really pay back that 25 pieces.
All right, so...
I go over to Gerark, and I was like, hey, buddy, here, you mind holding on to this for me? So I hand him the copper and silver.
Yeah. Ooh, lucky you. You see something glinting in one of the carcasses of the animals. And...
Is this Doc?
Yes, this is Doc. You see something glinting. And... it appears to be... It appears to be a hand of some sort.
Okay.
Is it attached to a cord?
Yes.
Is it a gauntlet?
No, think this is okay. I think I've heard of these.
I'll remove it, or can I?
Yeah. It appears.
Can I make an inspection check or something?
Yeah.
Or I guess investigation.
Yeah.
I think I know it.
Oh, very fantastic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can explain what it is, Jojo, but it looks...
yeah.
Well, you can explain to the party what it is, but yeah, it looks like... The hand itself looks like the hand of a Rakshasa, but Jermo, if you want to blow the surprise, because it appears that you really want to.
So there's a couple things it could be, but this is just my thought. I understand that there's such a thing as a necklace of enchantment. There's it's an enchanted necklace with some kind of spell in it. There's two I can think of. One I don't remember. Mage hand.
It's cutting out a little for me, but I mean.
Yeah, it's cutting out a lot for me.
Yeah.
My investigation check, I get a pretty good knowledge of what it is, right?
Yeah, it's a sort of a necklace with the little medallion on the end. It's at the shape of a Rakshasa's hand.
But I mean, in terms of like what it does.
That's for an investigate. Well.
Then
there are runes on it that might have a clue to its function, but that's gonna take an Arcana check.
I'm going to roll it.
Yes, Jojo was right on the money. Jojo was right on the money. It's Mage Hand.
Yeah, I knew it. It's an amulet of Mage Hand. It should allow you to control things levitate things with your mind.
See?
Immediately, Dr. Gerark, what comes into your mind is, wow, I could have an extra scalpel, and not have to worry about it.
DM, did I find anything with my investigation?
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. So yes, you rolled that, and I rolled that. You find you start searching around, and kind of soaked in one of the puddles is a magic scroll.
Another scroll that I have no idea what to do with. Magic scroll.
Fantastic. All right, and that's all you can really find in the room.
That is probably one of the coolest item finds I've ever heard of. I mean, I never thought I'd get to see a one of those necklaces, Gerark. That's awesome.
My surgical skills shall certainly increase. And he sort of dots the necklace.
All right, so yes,
Awesome.
you have a free Mage Hand that you can use once per day.
Can someone say the amounts of the money that Jojo had again, so I can add it to the...
I've got it. I had already put it in my inventory, so I'll just tell you: 75 copper pieces and 25 silver pieces.
All right,
cool.
So yes, that's about it for that. All right, continuing on.
Let's head back up. Careful with the cloth.
Yes, careful with the cloth. Jojo very carefully pries open the curtains so nobody gets poisoned.
Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna hold it open.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jojo.
All right, come on, buddy.
All right, I'll move him because you're still doing your thing with the money.
Yeah, I'm just tabulating the.
All right.
The gold.
So I guess we only really have one.
Yep. There's only really one way to go.
All right.
Hi-ho, silver.
Guess we really limited our up. All right. So. All right. So I'm seeing kobold. I'm gonna reroll stealth check just to make sure. 15.
All right.
Seeing kobolds, so I call as, you know, hold back. We've got some kobolds over here. So
a bug lands on your beak, Cora, and all of a sudden a bat swoops down and eats it right off your beak, causing you to yelp.
So, I was kind of ahead of her, so I don't know if it really matters, but. So.
Are the bats stirring?
No, the bats aren't. Yeah, a couple of them are stirring now. It's like they seem a little agitated.
So I head back and I'm like, okay, so we got some kobolds around the corner. So
it's like frantically rubbing her beak.
It's like, yeah. I don't know if they've noticed your little shriek or not, but because we're still a little ways away, but I mean, I would still be careful.
Cora is still rubbing her beak.
Yes, because a bat flew too close to it and she is spooked.
I've been.
All right. So I also see something a little further down there. Is that a dragon?
Say what?
Careful. I'm gonna roll perception to see if I can tell what that is.
How do you get all of these good rolls when you're on disadvantage? This is so dumb. That is so dumb.
I told you it's freaking idiotic. Still, no complaints right now. This instant, no complaints. All right.
Okay, so
I see a flight of stairs that's going up, right?
No, that's going down.
All right.
All right, but yes, you do see you recognize those creatures as you've seen those things before. You fought like one or two of them during your battle in Greenest.
Oh, it's those little drake thingies.
It's the drakes.
All right, so we've got
But they seem they seem bigger.
Okay, so we've got some really big drakes in there and a couple kobolds. What do you guys think we should do? This is kind of a weird idea, but you want to try putting a little bit of poison on some meat and throwing it down there? Kobolds aren't that smart.
Why not? Cora looks at Dr. Gerark.
Sure, works for me. I'll fetch some more.
We don't even need to. All right.
All right. Go for it.
And one of my bottles of poison. And actually, to help aid Jojo's crazy idea, can I use mimicry to make it sound like I'm like, hey, free lunch?
Well, we did hear she can.
Yes.
I mean, that would technically be metagaming with the boss. However, she could technically imitate one of the cultists that
that's what she was trying to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, you can do that.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. So, mimicry. You can make sounds you heard. Creatures can Okay, so make a deception check.
Go, Cora.
All right, I got a pretty high one. Please don't know that one. No, that one.
Nice.
I don't think there's a kobold alive that could beat a 22.
That is a positive, Ghost Rider.
Yes. Yes.
So roll dexterity to throw to throw the meat.
Go, Gerark!
Go, Gerark!
Okay.
Or
roll. Oh yeah, you can use strength. I thought Cora was throwing it.
Yeah, I mean, it probably would be me since I used one of my bottles of poison. So.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
All right, go, Cora, throw it.
I said you could use strength.
I am so happy right now.
The perfect throw.
You know, I'm just not gonna run combat encounters anymore because it's like you guys. Well, I mean, at least without Durian. Okay, but yes. So you throw you kind of throw the wad of meat. You get a running start, and as soon as you throw it, and then it lands like. Part of it lands like half on the cliff, and so part of it lands on top, and the rest like drips to the bottom. And
in my deception, I shout, "The only meal you're getting!"
All right, two of the drakes move over, as do two of the kobolds. And they start munching.
Holy crap.
That actually worked!
Holy crap, I thought we just tricked the kobold.
Well, the thing is, you would have just tricked the kobolds if you did that frickin' 20.
Okay.
Sketchy Ribbit donated $2 in the super chat. What did you say? I can't believe that was a nat 20. That's awesome. Thank you.
I have a negative, out of character, I have a -1 in strength, so the fact that I nat 20 that is like, yes!
Holy crap.
Yep.
No, my dumb ideas have been working really well to my smart ideas, not so much.
Yeah.
Jojo, come up with more dumb ideas!
We're rolling with the punches.
Yeah, alright, so. Yeah, two of the guard drakes keel over, as do the kobolds.
Holy crap, they're dead. I thought they'd be like sick or something, but
We'll take it.
You guys have been getting some really good rolls.
What is in that poison?
That was pretty good, apparently. It's definitely worth more than.
Jojo, I'm gonna have to ask you to roll a dexterity saving throw. Alright. Roll a d10 for me.
Mm-hmm. Is it a projectile?
No. Just roll a d10 for me.
Alright.
Alright. Nothing happens.
Okay. Wait. What?
Nothing happens.
What was that for then?
Metagaming here, but does Jojo know nothing happened and something was supposed to happen?
Nope.
Is Jojo supposed to be scouting here, or are we sort of moving in?
Yeah, he's starting to move in. He's starting to move forward.
Not a good perception that time. Hopefully my Oh, I'm seeing two more kobolds here.
I guess since we don't know there's something here, then we would just walk past the same area, huh?
All right. And two more drakes.
Perception for you.
Nope.
To make up for it.
I'm seeing three kobolds and a drake. How do you guys want to handle this? You want to try that dumb idea again?
How much meat do we have left?
I mean, they've kind of got their dead
Yeah, they kind of see the dead things, and they're looking around.
All right. Cora. What do you think about ambush right now? Ooh, I got an idea. A bluff. Why don't we try to bottleneck them? Get some of them to come down here, like the boss says, "Don't eat the rancid meat" or something like that, or something along those lines. If we could just get them to come down here, can mimic noises.
The possibility. The possibility is, if I were to do that, we could lead them to the violet fungus.
We
Have them
could.
take care of them.
We could, couldn't we? We
That's
get
a
them to
risk.
run.
Because you and I can climb. Garrett can't. So unless Garrett wants to hide out in the larder while we lead him over to where the violet fungus is.
You got 30 seconds to make a decision.
All right. Jojo runs back down to the larder, and how is the curtain attached to the wall?
Hooks.
Hooks. All right. He's gonna try to unhook the thing with his. They're just little hook.
How are you gonna do this?
I'm gonna just smash the hooks.
Before you begin doing this, Gerark sort of curiously following you.
Excuse me, Jojo, do you know what might be a bit more sharp than this curtain?
Oh, I was just going to
weaponry.
throw it on the ground and trap.
It's only 2 kobolds and a drake. We can make short work.
3 kobolds and a drake.
Yeah, remember that time you kind of battle a thermopylae, an entire frickin' army? Just saying.
Okay.
And we killed them.
All right. I'm gonna get my caltrops ready then. I'm gonna just use my caltrops instead of the curtain. All right. So those stairs go down to the floor where the drake's at?
Yes.
All right. So here's my plan, guys. I'm gonna throw the caltrops at the top of the stairs, run over and try to get the kobolds by surprise before they notice. I can probably get up and hit them both before they
your 30 seconds
have
are
a
up.
chance. All right. Yay, nay, go.
Sorry, I gave you like way too much time for that. You should have gone a lot sooner. The kobolds have noticed you.
All right, whatever. I'm gonna just.
All right. Throw
All
them.
right, I throw the caltrops right here.
Okay. Go for it.
All right.
Roll dexterity.
A sec.
Is there a way I can assist?
You kind of trip and fall. You kind of trip and fall on your face.
All right.
But the drake, he begins to move forwards, and it's like you see the kobolds try to stop the drake, and all of a sudden it steps on a piece of the ground and spikes impale it.
Holy crap!
Oh snap!
Holy crap!
What the?
Note to self: don't go that way.
Oh my god! Out of character. That was what you were sensing, and nothing happened.
Holy crap!
You barely survived that.
It's a good thing I tripped and fell when I did, cause, ouch! All right. Well, now that we.
Let's do this. Cora looks to the sky and goes, "Thank you for his bad luck."
So yeah, well, the thing is like the spikes are a little bit spaced out, so you can maneuver between them.
All right. Well, at least now we know where they are.
Yeah.
So yeah, roll initiative.
Oh my god, this is like the luck session.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna.
Initiatives I have.
And just like that, we've already bottled. Gosh.
DM question. There was only 3 drakes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we can't see
They're all just quotes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't see the.
Yeah, they're. It's like that's what you're fighting. It's like you killed half of them. You killed over half of them with the poison.
Wow.
Ow.
All right.
And that guard drake was too stupid. too dumb to live.
He's too dumb to live.
All
Holy
right.
crap.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so battle begins. The winged kobold is going to throw a rock at you.
Okay.
He's going to throw a rock at Jojo. What's your armor class?
15.
It misses you.
Even if he hit me, I still have deflect missile.
Yeah. So Cora, it is your turn.
So one of my dagger at the winged kobold that just threw a rock at us.
All right, go for it. That is a hit. Yep. It is one of the daggers is now sticking out of its chest.
Did the spikes come out of the ground?
Yes.
And then I'm going to move over here behind Jojo. One dagger left. Because I don't think I picked the other one up.
All right. So, that is all you're gonna do, Cora?
Gonna do. Because I already gave one bardic inspiration to Jojo, so
Right.
use that.
Okay. Yeah. So, Dr. Gerark, it is your turn. Now you're gonna have to roll acrobatics to maneuver through the spikes. I mean, if you fail, you're not gonna damage. It's just that you're gonna not gonna be able to move through it. Sketchy Rivet donated $2. Thank you. What did you say? Hashtag rocks falls, nobody dies. Okay, that was good. That was good.
Oh,
Hey.
he's just like
Okay, so yeah.
Doc in limbo.
Feeling his inner Jojo.
So yeah, you find a smaller area through that. Oh, you're moving right in the middle of them. Okay.
Yeah, I could move that far, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm going right to the core.
Okay, do your thing.
And I'm going to go into a frenzied rage.
Yeah, go for it.
And I'm going to recklessly attack this fellow with the sort of different colored background here.
All right,
Just attack, I think.
that's the winged one.
Okay, he's on like ground level, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start with 1. And my roll 20 is really starting to lag. 1 frenzied, reckless greatsword attack on him.
Yep. That is give me a second. Oh, come on. Yeah, that is a hit. And that is a knockout.
Sliced him up. And
Yep.
I'll aim one at the guy to the right. My
Yeah.
second one.
Yep, go for it.
Lose my knife over there.
Oh!
Hey.
Whoa!
Yeah, you managed to swing. Yeah, you managed to do your little link spin move, and you take them both out.
Who's next?
Yeah, you just freaking linked them.
How much experience have we gotten?
You're gonna get a lot of experience after this.
Let's see. That was okay, so you killed those guys.
Kobolds, 3 drakes,
4
2 cultists,
4. Okay, so
4 elves.
4 scouts. Yeah, that's 4 scouts. 1, 2. What? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kobolds and Drake. You killed 3 of those. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, continuing on. Yeah, it's. I think Dr. Gerark is becoming the master of Link's spin attack, the Kaitin Giri.
All right, so I'm gonna do an acrobatics to get by.
Yep.
That
is enough.
All right.
At 1.
That is enough. All right, so you managed to slip through.
All right.
Where did Jojo? I can't believe that worked.
Using the spikes as a reference, I'm gonna start keeping a deliberate eye out for anything that looks like the spike trap.
Okay.
A ching check.
Yeah.
My perception's not doing that hot right now.
Yeah. You're just a little distracted by the gloriousness of Dr. Gerark's Kaitin Giri.
And the fact that the poison killed everything.
This may be too late, but I'm still gonna ask. Can I roll an investigation on the dead bodies, see if there's anything they have?
Yes.
Let me know if they have any cool monk.
No. They're poor.
Here, can I do an investigation too?
Yes, you may. Where did I put that?
Jojo's not interested.
Yes, Jojo is not interested. Okay, so you find on one of them you find a copper ring.
To match my copper brace, my bronze circlets.
Alright. Did I lose a dice? Did I drop one? Whatever.
How much does the copper ring weigh?
Like 0.1.
I would be wary about putting it on until you're sure what it does.
My bad for now. Who knows, maybe it's worth something.
Might be enchanted.
Well, we won't know until we find like a wizard or someone who can check for enchanted objects.
Oh, wait. Was it?
Because I've got 2 magic scrolls that I don't know what they do.
Wait. I've got one little trick that might actually help us. Was the kobold wearing it?
My investigation.
No, you took it out of its pocket.
Slip it onto the kobold's finger, just experimentally.
Yes. I'll do that. I'm gonna slip the copper ring onto one of the dead kobolds.
Anything happen?
Nah, doesn't seem like it does.
All right, so it might be a buff. All right, well,
Copper
maybe
ring
we
and I
can
will put it in my pocket.
Let's find something until we find 5 to slip it onto demonstrationally. Let's not actually put it on our fingers. That would have been great if they disintegrated or something like that, but you know.
Yeah. All right.
So we've got a stairwell right behind me that goes down, and there looks like there's more cave over there. Which way do you guys want to go?
I roll a perception or investigation on the stairwell.
All right.
Checking for tracks. Okay.
Basically being honorary rogue right now.
All right. I'll roll perception on the stairs too. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Too entranced by the shiny brass ring.
Yep. You're looking at the ring, and you're walking a little forward. All of a sudden, Jojo puts his hand across your chest, and he points down, and there's a trap. There's a trap on the stairs.
What kind of? Looking at the trap, does it look like any of the traps we saw before?
You look on it. It appears to be some sort of pressure plate, and you kind of look around, and you see that the ceiling has cracks.
How big is the pressure plate? Does it take up the entire step, or is it something that could be easily avoided if you know it's there?
It can be easily avoided if you know it's there.
All right, and I'm like, so just don't step on the pressure plate as you guys are going down here. It looks like there's something that comes out of the ceiling.
Should be easy enough.
All right, so Jojo carefully skips the step with the pressure plate on.
All right. Before you go in there,
I don't get off the steps. He just leans into the room. All right, stay back, guys. Stay back. Stay back. Perception. Did I hit perception twice? No, I didn't.
No, you did not.
Okay.
It's just the second roll. Yeah, you guys are rolling a lot. Yes.
Right, so.
Yes, with me, perception is a very, very highly valued skill.
All right. So I'm
right.
seeing a kobold. I'm seeing a kobold in here. Do I see any other traps? This place.
You do not detect any other traps within your immediate vicinity.
Brace is coming back.
Do you guys want to try that? No, I wouldn't waste that poison trick on it. I'm gonna stealth up against the wall. I'm gonna stealth up against this wall. Do I hear anything else in the room, or does that kobold seem like he's alone?
You can sneak. Yeah, you can. Yeah, all you see, if you can only see one, then you only see one.
All right. Does the rooms? Do I hear other? Ooh, I actually kind of see something around the corner here. All right.
Yep.
So, looks like there's more kobolds in this room. Could be kobolds. There's definitely something else in here. So, I'm guessing kobolds. So, could be 3 or more. The room doesn't seem to be that big, so what do you guys want to do?
First, I would rather go back to one of the dead bodies that has my dagger.
I thought Gerark grabbed that for you.
Yeah, Gerark grabbed that for you.
Oh, yay.
There you are.
All right.
So we got some kobolds in here. You want me to just rush in and take them out, or I mean they're kobolds, but.
Oh, if you want, I can do mimicry again, and we can get them into this thing. Maybe 2 things could happen. 1, we can bottleneck them, or 2, they may be stupid enough to step on the pressure plate.
Why? Well, they probably know about the pressure plate. Why don't we just activate the pressure plate as they're coming up the stairs?
Huh? Why don't we do that?
Yeah. Tap the pressure plate with your foot, then step back real quick as they're coming through. Or
perhaps reach out with a javelin or a pole.
Or throw something heavy on. You have that indestructible jar. Throw the indestructible jar at the pressure plate.
Yes, we have that.
I don't think it's that heavy though, right?
Well, it is a pressure plate. Just.
It shouldn't take much to set off the pressure plate. They're usually pretty sensitive. So, just stand at the top of the stairs. You imitate the boss and call them up as they're trying to get by the trying to get by the pressure plate. Have Gerark just roll the jar on top of the pressure plate. All right, I'm gonna hide behind here just in case they get by, and we can get a surprise round on them too.
Sorry, that's what you're going with?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay, go.
Mimicry?
Be the boss and call them up.
Get up here right now!
All right. Roll your deception check.
Call them maggots too. There might be a clever kobold out there to be able to survive at 13, but I don't think I've met them yet.
No freaking way!
What? Please tell me they...
Okay, so I rolled individually for each one to see if they believed you. Only two of them passed.
I don't. Well, that tells us more than two of them.
I'm a really stupid.
All right. Get ready, Gerark. Get ready, Mr. Doctor.
All right, I'm waiting to lob the. Less of a lob, it's more of a throw actually. I want to make sure that thing gets pushed. Because a lot of pressure plate. That's kind of meta actually.
Yeah. All right. So they coming up.
Yep.
Can I do a strength check to throw
I mean,
the?
they're right in front of you.
Yeah, it's like they're all. It's like a large group of them are coming up the stairs.
Oh, that's a lot of coal.
So can I roll a strength check?
Yes.
Or whatever. What do I have to do to chuck it and activate the pressure plate?
I think that would be more of a dexterity thing because you're aiming, and it's not really that far away, so strength wouldn't really be the factor.
Well, you do throw. He does attack with his javelin with strength, so it'd be the same thing.
All right, just do your highest stat.
Okay.
Oh shoot! Should I re-roll or take the lower?
I mean, it wouldn't need to be the high. It's 5 feet in front.
Yeah, it's not that. Yeah, it's not that high. It's literally right in front of you. So you kind of just lob it over. The jar lands on the pressure plate in the stairs. All of a sudden, the ceiling just kind of collapses, and all these rocks just fall in an avalanche, crushing all the kobolds.
Holy crap!
All of them?
I love it.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
I am in freaking awe.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 winged kobolds and 5 more kobolds that you have killed.
All right.
So there was 12.
So is that way pretty clogged now?
Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of work for. So yeah.
I'm still seeing some more. I'm still seeing another.
Yeah, it's like two more. It's like the two that kind of ignored it have come up and they see like the trap's been set, and
Right,
they just kind of run further into the cave.
Could I use my climbs? Clamber over all the boulders real quick and get by.
Yes.
All right,
Sketchy Rivet donated $2 again. It's like
I'm gonna use my feline agility to make sure that climb speed doesn't slow me down.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Sketchy Rivet. Sketchy Rivet says #correction. Rocks fall, kobolds die.
I'm gonna use Den's power pole.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, you're using your frickin' feline agility?
Yep, feline agility. I'm not.
You're not letting those things get away, huh? Oh. Oh.
Oh.
All right, that's one of them.
All right. Can I run the
Right
rest
back,
of the
I'm gonna
way?
get some water.
Here, I'm gonna. Okay, this is getting a little sketchy. So let me make sure my speed was good. So
Can
that's
we just-
15. My climbing speed was cat's claws,
Yeah.
20 feet. So that was equivalent of 20 feet. All right. So 20 feet minus 15,
Yeah.
35. Oh yeah, I should totally be able to take these guys.
Yeah,
But while I'm doing-
if you use your feline agility, you will be able to just quickly, almost like a
Right.
almost like a panther. You just weave in and out through the rocks.
All right. So,
All right.
because I hit that one with my quarterstaff, I'm gonna use my bonus action and expend a key point to do flurry of blows on the other one.
Okay, go for it. Did it work?
Did a 12 hit it?
Does a 12 hit it?
Wait. Oh, I'm also. It's I roll a 1d6 for my attack, right? Because of the buff from her
Yes.
spell.
Yes. The bardic inspiration.
Okay, I'm gonna use that.
Okay, roll your 1d6. That's what you
Only
needed.
a 1.
That's what you needed.
13.
it's easy as
13.
13.
All right. So
So
both
yes.
the kobolds are unconscious, and I head back to the guys, just like, hey guys, so they didn't get away.
Okay, that's 2 more kobolds. All right, so we are out of time for today. So that is
XP.
yeah, we are out of time for today because there's something I gotta do. But yes, we will continue our trek through the dragon hatchery next time. And thank you all for joining us. We will see you all later. Have a lovely, lovely day.
Bye.